Könnt ihr mir mal ganz kurz sagen, ob ihr mich hören könnt? An sich technisch sieht das alles ganz gut aus, aber ich muss trotzdem immer noch mal nachfragen. Wir stehen heute am gleichen Platz wie gestern, am selben Platz sogar. Chip ist drüben natürlich auch wieder aktiv. Heute ist es deutlich mehr windig. Bitte mal ganz kurz reinschreiben, ob ihr mich hören könnt. Ich habe jetzt hier natürlich ein bisschen so Baumschatten im Gesicht, aber da müssen wir jetzt alle irgendwie mit leben. Einfach mal kurz bitte Ja oder Nein schreiben. Bild, Ton, soweit so gut, aber glaube ich. Ich glaube, ich kriege es noch so ein bisschen offener auf der Straße. Irgendwie so? Ja, okay, gut. Das Licht wird ja wo wandern. Hallo, du Kleiner. So, hallo an alle, die jetzt mit dabei sind. English, German, both languages. So yeah, we gotta see how everything works. If somebody could please be so nice and just say yes if you can hear and see me properly. But it kind of looks good, so yeah. I think Chip is already having his first conversation. He's so quick always with setting it up. Chip drüben ist immer so schnell im Aufbau. Schauen wir mal, wie es hier läuft. Bitte, bitte, bitte. Sagt mir kurz, ob ihr mich hören könnt. Ich bin gespannt. Ich habe ein paar Einstellungen anders gemacht beim Stream-Setup. Deswegen mal sehen, wie viele Leute. Vielen lieben Dank. Danke, danke, danke. Deswegen mal sehen, wie viele Leute ja, jetzt dazugeschaltet werden. Ich habe heute mal ein bisschen die Einstellungen anders verwaltet. Vielleicht wird es dadurch ein paar mehr oder ein paar weniger Leuten angezeigt. Wir werden sehen. Ja, und ich hoffe, dass meine Mods vielleicht auch schon mit am Start sind oder später sein werden und sich das vielleicht auch noch anhören oder ansehen. Aber ich werde es heute auch noch mal öfter sagen. Bitte löscht nicht so viel raus, sondern guckt, dass ihr das wirklich nur das, was wirklich raus muss. Irgendwelche Trollkommentare können natürlich drin bleiben. Irgendwelche hohlen Sachen können auch drin bleiben. Also das pusht ja nur meinen Algorithmus. Also nur, wenn es wirklich extrem grenzüberschreitende, fremdenfeindliche Sachen zum Beispiel sind. Sowas darf dann raus. Wenn hier jemand die Hitlerkeule schwingt und da irgendwas in diese Richtung schreibt oder das N-Wort, sowas kann raus. Aber ansonsten, ja, gern drin lassen. So, und jetzt gucken wir mal, wie es heute anläuft. Ein bisschen mehr Leute, aber das hat nie was zu heißen. Ne? So, auf jeden Fall schön, dass alle Leute erstmal mit dabei sind. Hallo, ihr alle. Ich hoffe auf gute Unterhaltung. Oh, vielleicht sollte ich auch das Schild mir von Chip holen, wo drauf steht, dass ich ein soziales Experiment mache. Vielleicht funktioniert es ein bisschen besser. So. Ja, ich glaube, ich muss auch sogar gleich meine Jacke ausziehen, weil es sehr, sehr warm ist. Und ich auch wieder diese Fußeinlege warme Dingsies drin habe. Und es ist super angenehm. Aber zusammen mit Sonne ist das natürlich so ein bisschen warm immer. Ah ja, ich habe mir auch gestern noch dieses Gespräch durch den Kopf gehen lassen von diesem Typen gestern, der mich so wahnsinnig auf die Palme gebracht hat. Ja, im Nachhinein wünschte ich hätte da etwas stabiler und solider reagieren können. Es war mir nicht vergönnt. Aber manchmal ist es halt so, manche Leute bringen uns halt einfach aus der Fassung. Gerade wenn es Leute sind, die dann eben sagen, dass wir das mit Menschen auch machen können, was wir mit Tieren machen, mit anderen Tieren. Ja, da habe ich wirklich ein bisschen die Fassung verloren. Im Nachhinein, ich habe trotzdem gute Sachen gesagt, aber ich hätte da etwas ruhiger bleiben müssen am Ende. Nee, ich bin in Amsterdam gerade, genau. Ich habe hier gerade einen Freund besucht, der Chip Guy, und der ist auf seinem Channel auch gerade live. Ihr seht quasi denselben Hintergrund von seiner Seite aus. Und ich habe das Gefühl, dass bei ihm auf der Seite er auch irgendwie mehr Glück hat mit Leute stoppen, weil auf der Seite kommen sie zurück aus dem Museum, bei mir gehen sie eher rein. Also ich habe da ein bisschen den Nachteil, aber vielleicht schaffe ich es ja trotzdem, gute Gespräche zu generieren heute. Habe natürlich echt Bock drauf und ich will natürlich versuchen, anstatt mich aus der Fassung bringen zu lassen von Leuten, die extrem menschen- und tierfeindliche Sachen sagen, will ich natürlich versuchen, in Zukunft meine Position solider zu vertreten und die Leute so sehr in den Widerspruch reinzupressen, dass man sie dann einfach mit diesen Aussagen aus dem Gespräch entlassen kann. Ja? Also, oh, ich will das Mikrofon gar nicht so nah ranhalten, sorry. Also wenn jetzt jemand, so wie gestern zum Beispiel, sagt, ja, also wir können das mit Menschenkindern genauso machen wie mit den anderen Tieren. Es ist okay, sie zu unterdrücken und auszubeuten, obwohl sie gleichermaßen Interessen haben und so. Dann presst man diese Position einfach viel mehr und lässt sie dann solche Sachen, also jemand hat dann auch mal gesagt, so, ja, ist okay irgendwie ein Baby im Backofen zu stecken. So, das kann man dann halt irgendwie auch machen. Und man presst sie dann so sehr, dass sie hinkommen und sowas sagen und dann kann man die eigentlich schon entlassen, weil ja, dann können ja die Leute selber hören, welche Seite die vernünftigeren Argumente haben. So, und auf jeden Fall hallo erstmal an alle, die mit dabei sind. Wir werden heute hier auch eine Weile stehen. Auf Chipseite sind auf jeden Fall mehr Leute. Vielleicht wechsle ich auch rüber und weiß ich noch nicht. Muss ich mal gucken, wie es läuft. Ich warte hier erstmal eine Weile und ich entscheide dann relativ spontan. Ja, haben denn die zuschauenden Leute gerade noch Fragen an mich? Wollt ihr mir irgendwas sagen? Weil ich versuche halt auch ein bisschen mehr auf den Monitor zu schauen. Und auch hier versuche ich natürlich, mich nicht von den Hohlköpfen ablenken zu lassen, die immer so ein paar extrem blöde Sachen in den Chat reinschreiben. Ich muss es einfach als Bestätigung meiner Position sehen, wenn die Gegenseite nichts weiter kann, außer so Sachen posten. Aber ja, schreibt mir gerne, wenn ihr Fragen habt, wenn ihr mir was sagen wollt, wenn euch irgendwas aufgefallen ist, was ich vielleicht sogar besser machen kann mit meinem Aktivismus. Ja, Chip hat jetzt schon die erste Unterhaltung. Ich bin total neidisch. Und solange ich hier keine habe, werde ich ab und an mal in den Chat reinschauen. Vielleicht klaue ich ihm ein Schild. Er hat das gleiche 3-mal. Ich glaube, ich gehe mal kurz ein Schild klauen. Ich bin gleich wieder da, ihr Süßlis. Eine Sekunde, eine Sekunde. Ich gehe ganz kurz rüber. Ich muss aber mein Mikrofon, glaube ich, hier lassen, sonst geht die Verbindung weg. Ich glaube, das ist besser. Okay, ich bin gleich wieder da. Ja, Robert Lehmann, ist nicht vegan, er hasst Forellen, er beutet Tiere aus und er ist nicht auf der Seite der Tiere. Ich mag seine Arbeit, ich finde seine Filme unglaublich gut, ich finde, er macht gute Sachen. Aber er selber lebt halt nicht vegan und er sagt immer wieder, dass Forellen in Butter anbraten geil ist und Forellen sind zum Essen da. Und ich weiß nicht, was er gegen Forellen hat, aber ich weiß irgendwie voll der Forellenhasser. Und das finde ich nicht gut. What the fuck halt einfach. Also ich hoffe, dass er eines Tages die Erkenntnis gewinnt, dass kein Tier für uns da ist. Er hat sich auch mit dem Jäger, mit dem Angler unterhalten und hatte einen auf Best Buddies gemacht, hat ihn null kritisiert. Finde ich unglaublich tierfeindlich. Also wenn wir uns mit einem Menschenmassenmörder unterhalten würden und das nicht in Frage stellen, was er da tut, würde ich auch als menschenfeindlich abtun, ja. Also ich meine, wir sagen immer alle, mit Nazis redet man nicht, aber dann reden wir halt mit Leuten und tun so, als wäre da nichts dran dabei, wenn die Tiere in den Kopf ballern und wenn sie aus dem Wasser ziehen und sie fressen und sie als Ressource betrachten und sowas. Und das ist natürlich etwas, was ich nicht gutheißen kann, das unterstütze ich nicht. Deswegen auch der gute Marc Robert Lehmann, ja, seine Arbeit, wie gesagt, super, ne? Aber deswegen hat er von uns auch einen nicht so guten Award bekommen bei unserer Awardverleihung von Richtig Laut Vegan, weil er halt nicht vegan lebt selber und weil er das halt auch eingesteht und weil er vegane Leute blockt, weil er Tierrechtsaktivisten Clowns nennt. Übrigens hat er mir das auch geschrieben, ja, ihr seid alles Clowns zu Tierrechtsaktivisten und ich denke, das sollte einem alles sagen. Also das ist einfach, er ist halt nicht auf der Seite der Tiere. Das kann ich ja nicht gutheißen. Er ist halt auf der anderen Seite. Ich kritisiere ihn deswegen genauso scharf wie jeden anderen Nicht-Veganer, was er ja auch ist. Vielleicht gewinnt er eines Tages die Erkenntnis. Wanna talk? 5 minutes? 5 minutes. See where your values lie. Und deswegen, ja, Robert Marc Lehmann ist zu kritisieren, solange er nicht vegan lebt. Seine Arbeit toll, aber das kann man ja separat voneinander bewerten. Also wie gesagt, seine Filme sind gut. Ich finde sein Fazit teilweise echt schlimm da drin. Ja? Also diese Ferkelzuchtanlage-Film. Mega krasse Bilder, mega krasse Aufnahmen und dann sagt er, ja, ihr müsst halt alle ein bisschen weniger Fleisch essen. Digga, das ist deine Conclusio davon? Du machst diese Aufnahmen und du sagst, ein bisschen weniger Fleisch essen? Sorry, aber das finde ich so low-level. Ja, vielleicht ein bisschen weniger Kinderpornos drehen, ne? Sorry, ist doch genau die gleiche Logik. Was für ein Schwachsinn. Einfach nur tierfeindlich. Und er hat mich aber inspiriert, dass ich dafür meinen ganzen Bannern und so überall Forellen jetzt mit drin habe, weil ich möchte denen ein bisschen mehr Aufmerksamkeit schenken, dass Fische kein schwimmendes Gemüse sind. Und gerade er als Meeresbiologe müsste es doch besser wissen. Ich verstehe nicht, wie man als Meeresbiologe so tierfeindlich agieren kann. Na egal, ich klaue mir jetzt mal von Chip kurz ein Schild und lasse euch jetzt hier kurz alleine. Und er wirkt auch immer sehr überheblich und irgendwie nicht authentisch. Ja, also es ist ad hominem, ne, dass wir ihn persönlich aufgrund seiner Art angreifen. Ich kann ihn auch ganz schwer hören. Ich finde seinen Content auch sehr schwer schaubar teilweise. Aber wie gesagt, ich finde trotzdem, dass er schon viele gute Sachen gemacht hat und die werden dadurch nicht entwertet oder so. Aber solange er nicht vegan ist, it's not a good thing. Robert, wenn du das irgendwie hörst, ich bitte dich inständig, wechsel auf die Seite der Tiere, bitte leg deine tierfeindlichen Restwerte ab, die da bei dir noch rumkrepeln irgendwo. Hör auch mal auf, Jäger und Angler in Schutz zu nehmen, hör mal auf, Forellen so krass zu dissen, Alter. Und sei einfach mal vegan. Wir brauchen vernünftige Leute an der vordersten Front in der Befreiungskampf der Tiere und nicht irgendwelche nicht veganen Robert Mark Lehmanns. So ist das. Okay, Leute, ich bin gleich wieder da. Ich muss mir kurz ein Schild klauen, wo nämlich draufsteht, dass ich ein Social Experiment mache. Ich glaube, das zieht mehr Leute an. So. Ich hoffe, ihr habt es ausgehalten. Ich hoffe, ihr habt es ausgehalten ohne mich. Okay, ich habe jetzt hier nämlich noch das andere Schild. Doing a social experiment, come talk to me. Und ich glaube, wenn ich das hinpacke, sind die Chancen besser. Und ich hoffe, dass das hier nicht umkippt. Heute ist es sehr windig. Ich muss es im Auge behalten. Ja, schauen wir mal. So ein Schildhalter wäre noch ganz geil. Vielleicht kann ich das hier sogar an den Zaun ranklemmen. Ach Gott, ja, Seven vs. Wild. Also ich muss dir ganz ehrlich sagen, Guilty Pleasure. Ich habe Seven vs. Wild geschaut. Und ich finde natürlich, ich mag halt einige Aspekte von so einer Survival-Sendung. Ich gucke sie aber auch nur, ich kann das jetzt nicht mehr sagen, auf jeden Fall gucke ich so, dass sie keinen Support von mir bekommen. Und ich finde bei Survival-Sendungen viele Aspekte wahnsinnig doll interessant. Ich mag halt auch Naked and Afraid und diese ganzen Shows und sowas. Natürlich den Teil, wo Tiere gejagt und abgestochen und umgebracht werden, die skippen wir halt immer. Das ist absolut armselig, aufgrund von Unterhaltung, einer Unterhaltungssendung, Tiere zu jagen. Ja? Also es ist wirklich unglaublich, mit was für einer eine Rechtfertigung, das da Leute machen. Und ja, back to the land and we gotta respect the land and take from the land what the land is giving. Also ja, okay, du respektierst hier gerade einen Scheiß. Du jagst halt Tiere für deine Unterhaltung, literally. Also du kannst auch einfach zu Hause chillen und nicht zu so einer Survival-Sendung gehen, wo du Tiere abstechen musst, um zu überleben. Was ist denn das bitte? Also das finde ich total schlimm. Den Rest finde ich allerdings sehr interessant. Also wie man Hütten baut, wie man ansonsten durch verschiedene Materialien in der Natur überleben kann, was Wetter mit einem macht, wie man Wasser filtern kann, wie man verschiedene Werkzeuge sich bauen kann, wie man Feuer machen kann. Das ist natürlich super interessant. Also deswegen mag ich solche Sendungen echt, um ehrlich zu sein, Guilty Pleasure. Aber der Teil mit der ganzen Tierabmurkserei, furchtbar, furchtbar, furchtbar. Deswegen, wenn ihr sowas guckt es so, dass die keinen Supporter durch erhalten von euch und lasst niemals ein Like und ein Abo da bei sowas. Niemals. Ja, und genau, er hatte ja auch mal gesagt, der Robert Mark Lehmann, dass er ja auch bei Seven vs. Wild mitmachen wollen würde. Ja, was ja dann irgendwie total crazy ist, weil das impliziert ja dann, dass er dann halt auch Tiere umbringen wollen würde. Und er hat auch zu diesem Joe Vogel, hieß der, glaube ich, der Jäger und Angler, wanna try? Hat er auch irgendwie gesagt, so, ja, und ich habe die ganze Zeit darauf gewartet, dass da mal endlich jemand so eine Schlingfalle legt und so einen Hasen jagt oder so einen Hirsch mal mit dem Bogen abschießt. So eine Sachen sagen ist halt, Junge, das ist fucking tierfeindlich. So, warum sagst du denn sowas? Imagine, wir würden sowas über Menschen sagen. Dann würden wir sagen, es ist menschenfeindlich. Ja, wäre schon ganz geil, wenn du mal so einen Inder irgendwie abknallen kannst, wenn du da bist und hätte ich darauf gewartet, dass du mal eine Schlingfalle legst, damit wir ein kleines Kind fangen können oder sowas. So, hä? So völlig menschenfeindliche Sache. Wanna try? Und Chipper für das nächste Gespräch. Ich werd wahnsinnig! Deswegen finde ich, Robert Mark Lehmann, er gibt es viel zu loben, aber es gibt halt auch noch mehr zu kritisieren halt einfach. Ich finde ihn wahnsinnig unreflektiert. Ich finde, seine ganze Arbeit hat nicht wirklich eine ethische Basis. Deswegen widerspricht er sich auch selbst immer und sagt manchmal auch extrem weirde Sachen. Also, dass er halt auch sowas sagt wie, artgerecht ist irgendwie nur die Freiheit und lieber ein Tier freilassen und dann lebt es nur einen Tag, anstatt unter menschlicher Obhut, wo es dann 30 Jahre lang leben könnte. Digga, hörst du dir selber zu? Also sollen wir jetzt alle Chihuahuas im Wald aussetzen? Was? Also es ist halt einfach nur mega seltsam, sein ganzer Stance. Und mit solchen leeren Floskeln kommen wir sowieso nicht weiter in der Tierrechtsbewegung. Ja? Also artgerecht ist nur die Freiheit, ist auch ein Kack so. Freiheit zu was? Freiheit, nicht versklavt zu werden. Das ist die Freiheit, die wir erlangen wollen für Tiere. Es war jetzt nicht so rumfummel außerdem, aber der Wind hat meine Haarspaltung durcheinander gebracht. Und das fühlt sich im Nacken sehr unangenehm an. Hi, wanna try?
No, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Ja, und deswegen genau zuhören, was Leute sagen, hinterfragen und auch mal kritisieren. Ich wurde leider in meinem allerersten Aktivismusmonat schon damals von Robert Mark Lehmann geblockt, weil ich ihn einfach darauf hingewiesen habe, dass das nicht so gut ist, zu sagen, dass man gucken soll, wo man seine Eier herbekommt, weil das ja impliziert, dass wir weiter Tiere für ihre Eier ausbeuten. Und wie so viele andere auch, hat er mich dann geblockt, beschimpft und geblockt. Ja, das nehme ich ihm jetzt auch nicht so übel, ist okay. Ich kann verstehen, dass man aus Reaktanz, aus Widerwillen so irrationale Reaktionen hat. Ich bin gestern auch kurz, wie gesagt, habe mich reizen lassen von jemandem. Aber es ist trotzdem wahnsinnig schade, weil er hat so viel Potenzial, er hat so viel Reichweite, er hat so viel Kohle, er kann so viele gute Sachen machen. Und dann verkackt er halt inhaltlich so oft, ne? Ist wahnsinnig schade, weil er könnte so eine klare vegane Message fahren. Und an sich, ich würde ihn so gerne zu unserem Podcast eigentlich mal einladen, ne? Und dann könnten wir die Radikalisierung des Robert Mark Lehmann vornehmen, so wie wir es mit Jonas Ems gemacht haben. Das wäre natürlich total sweet. Mach ich mal weiter runter. Hi, you wanna try? So, ich glaube, doch, der Winkel ist ganz gut. Ja, und das fände ich irgendwie ganz cool. Also wenn wir ihn eigentlich zu unserem Podcast einladen könnten, um mit ihm über all diese Sachen zu reden. Weil ich glaube nicht, dass er ein schlechter Mensch ist. Ich glaube auch nicht, dass er böse Absichten hat und so. Ich glaube halt einfach, er ist da relativ oberflächlich unterwegs, was die tierethische Basis angeht. Also ich glaube, er beliest sich dazu nicht viel. Ich glaube, er hinterfragt das nicht viel. Ich glaube, sein Inhalt lebt sehr viel von Floskeln und vom Bauchgefühl. Was halt natürlich bis zu einem gewissen Punkt okayisch sein kann. Aber wenn du halt so viel Reichweite hast und so viel schaffen kannst, dann finde ich, dann hast du da auch eine gewisse Verantwortung, die du trägst, dich weiterzubilden und vor allem halt auch deine tierfeindlichen Handlungen zu hinterfragen. Und das ist mindestens natürlich nicht Forellenwissen, lieber Robert Mark Lehmann, sondern einfach nicht tierfeindliche Sachen sagen. So ist doch egal, welche Spezies die haben. So ist doch egal. So. Und warum dann sowas äußern überhaupt, ne? Oder ja, Leute nicht kritisieren, die jagen und angeln. Das war eins der schlimmsten Interviews, was ich je gesehen habe, honestly. So, da sitzen beide und zeigen sich, wie groß ihre Messer gegenseitig sind in dem Gespräch mit diesem Joe Vogel. Und da wird überhaupt nicht kritisiert und hinterfragt. Im Gegenteil, Robert ist sogar ausgewichen und meinte, ja, na, da werde ich jetzt halt nicht mit dir darüber reden. Das ist so, Digga, ich dachte, du sprichst für die Tiere. So, warum lässt du das denn dann durchgehen? Das verstehe ich nicht. Das wäre so ein guter Moment gewesen, um ihn da mal auszufragen zu seinen Werten und so, ne? Naja. So, jetzt will ich hier aber auch mal ein Gespräch haben. Nicht nur die ganze Zeit alleine rumstehen. Der Chip steht auch gerade alleine rum, immerhin. Ich gehe jetzt erstmal angeln, ein paar Fische köpfen. Ja, das macht man halt, wenn man andere Tiere als minderwertig einstuft und wenn man halt tierschänderische Werte hat. Dann geht man halt und schändet Tiere, ne? Das ist halt die nicht vegane Position. Ja, und deswegen hoffe ich, dass Robert Mark Lehmann eines Tages hoffentlich richtig vegan wird. Also überhaupt erstmal vegan wird, weil das ist er ja nicht. Und dass er das auch nicht übernimmt, wenn Leute ihn darauf ansprechen und ihn fragen, warum es denn nicht ist. Ne? Also weil da steckt so viel Potenzial und er könnte so viel mehr Gutes machen für die Tiere. Und ich finde, das ist unglaublich verschwendet, leider Gottes. So, egal wie gut seine Arbeit ist, es könnte halt noch viel krasser sein. Ne? Ja, noch ist hier nichts zu danken. Noch hatte ich hier kein Gespräch, aber ist egal. Wir bleiben, bis wir gute Gespräche hier haben. Ja, Peter Singer, Idee gut, Umsetzung scheiße. Der spricht halt manchen Tieren das Lebensinteresse ab. Und das finde ich irgendwie nicht so geil. Der hat halt keine vegane Position, die er vertritt. Ne? und sagt dann halt, ja, also solange sie es halt irgendwie nicht merken und nicht conscious genug sind, um es wahrzunehmen oder sowas, können wir mit denen dann, solange wir sie gut behandeln, irgendwie schon so machen, was wir wollen. So, es ist okay, also du würdest jetzt auch mit Babys machen, was sie wollen, weil die sind auch nicht so wirklich conscious da, die können auch nicht so wirklich, das ist doch Quatsch, die Position, die kannst du halt innerhalb von 2 Sätzen komplett widerlegen und in Widersprüche verwickeln und ja, Idee gut, Umsetzung scheiße, finde ich Peter Singer. Ne, es ist gut, dass wir ihn hatten als Grundbasis. Hi, habt ihr 5 Minuten? Oh, sorry. Have you 5 minutes for social experiment? Okay. Ja, und da finde ich eine vegane Position einfach viel korrekter. Es ist wichtig, dass wir Peter Singer hatten als Basis für Tierethik, dass da irgendjemand mal irgendwie angefangen hat, das ein bisschen mehr populär zu machen und sowas. Aber es ist halt nicht zu Ende gedacht, auf jeden Fall. Deswegen ja, kann ich da nicht hinterstehen, hinter seiner Position. Kann ich einfach nicht. So viele Hunde hier heute. Ja. Ich möchte jetzt auf jeden Fall mit Leuten reden. Auf meiner Chips-Seite sind irgendwie so 100 Leute gerade. Aber er steht auch nur alleine rum. Also von daher. Hi, wanna do a social experiment? 5 minutes? Chip hat auch keine. Kunst gerade fragen. Hi, want to try a social experiment? 5 minutes? 5 minutes? Okay. Ich glaube, ich nehme das andere Schild mal in die Hand, weil die sind, glaube ich, überfordert, wenn ich 2 Schilder da habe. Und ich probiere es einfach mit dem ganz vorne. Vielleicht klappt es dann besser. Iss doch einfach was und wie du willst und lass deine Mitmenschen. Ich habe es nicht ganz schnell gelesen. Ja, okay. Mitmenschen zufrieden. Ja, lass du die Tiere zufrieden. Wie wär's denn damit? Das ist so einfach nur so ein leerer Satz. Mach einfach, was du willst und lass andere machen, was sie wollen. Okay, also können wir jetzt auch die Leute, die Kipos drehen, einfach machen lassen, was sie wollen? Oder ist das nicht in Ordnung, weil da ein Opfer involviert ist, was merkt, was wir mit ihnen machen? Es ist nicht ganz so schlau, sowas zu sagen, ne? Das kann man halt ganz, ganz schnell in Widersprüche sich verwickeln lassen. Und dann sagst du, das ist natürlich was anderes. Und dann sage ich dir, ja, und was mit den Tieren? Das sind auch Opfer, die merken auch, was wir mit ihnen machen. Und jetzt? Das ist doch Quatsch, du würdest es ja auch nicht akzeptieren, weil man mit dir macht, was man will, weil alle sollen machen, wie sie wollen. Hä, was ist das für eine unglaublich undifferenzierte Aussage? Scheppert jetzt schon wieder die nächsten Leute, ich krieg die Krise. Ich krieg die Krise, aber eben sind auch wirklich, der ganze Gehweg ist voll. Bei mir sind gerade nur so 5 Leute gefühlt. Ihr seht's, Leute. Aber es kommt, es wird. Ja, und an meine Mods, die da drin sind, ich bitte euch inständig wirklich nur das zu löschen, was gar nicht geht. Also das N-Wort zum Beispiel. Oder ähnliche super krasse Sachen, die absolut über Grenzen hinausgehen. Aber alles andere bitte drin lassen, ja? Also lasst die Trollkommentare drin, lasst blöde Fragen drin. Ja, es gibt ja keine blöden Fragen, es gibt nur blöde Antworten, ich weiß. Aber na, es gibt schon ein paar dumme Fragen. Lasst das einfach alles drin. Wir wollen hier Leute zum Schreiben animieren. Wir wollen den Algorithmus pushen. Wanna try? Yeah, thank you. Wanna try? 5 minutes? Und ja, deswegen guckt, dass ihr nicht alles weglöscht. Ne? Also gern viel drin lassen, weil das untermauert natürlich nochmal beide Positionen. Ja, aber wenn die eine Position natürlich nur Schwachsinn schreibt und die andere Position das gut verargumentieren kann, ihre Seite, das spricht ja auch schon für sich. Deswegen, ihr müsst nicht alles rauslöschen. Ich habe gesehen gestern, dass es ganz schön viel war. Immer wieder mich reingeguckt habe, das brauchen wir hier nicht. Dennis ist da, das freut mich. Hallo Dennis. Und jetzt wünscht mir mal Glück, dass ich hier mal so langsam Gespräche habe. Hi, wanna try social experiment? 5 minutes? Es ist so schönes Wetter. Also ich hoffe, es bleibt so. Und dann kann ich hier nämlich den ganzen Tag irgendwie stehen. Sehr schön. Aber bei Chips stehen die einfach drum herum. Ich krieg Krise, ich bin wirklich auf der falschen Seite. Ich glaube, ich muss gleich mal die Seite wechseln. Hi, want to try social experiment? 5 minutes? 5 minutes? Curious? Well, it's about testing your values. See if you're a good or a bad person. Want to try?
Yes.
Yeah, are you okay being live on my YouTube?
I don't know.
You can be outside too. Okay, then just come a little closer so I can interview you, okay? Okay, so here comes my sign. Hold on. Okay, so should the powerful have the right to oppress, to discriminate the powerless?
No.
Okay, that's a very good answer. You hear what I say, yeah? So you can think too, okay? Okay, what if someone is physically stronger than someone else? Is it okay to oppress them?
No.
Okay, what if someone is cognitively more advanced than someone else? Is it okay to oppress them?
No.
Very good, okay. What if someone would have a benefit because of the system that both are in if they exploit and oppress someone else? Would it be okay to do so?
I didn't understand the question.
Okay, it's fine. See, both of them are in the same system, and this is a white person, this is a black person. The white person might have a benefit if they oppress the black person. Is it okay to do so?
No.
Okay, very good. So, should we discriminate others based on DNA?
No.
Okay. And what if someone walks funny or has a lot of hair or doesn't speak your language? Is it okay to oppress them?
No.
Okay, I really like it. Your values seem to be in the right place. And now here comes the hard question. What about the other animals that we exploit? Is it okay to do that?
What do you mean exploit?
Well, the animals that we exploit for our benefit, that we eat, that we wear, that we use for anything. Is it okay to do that?
I think you can't really say yes or no. It also has benefits, so sometimes it can be normal. It's just how we live, but it's not that you should enjoy doing it also. If it's keeping you alive, you can do it, but otherwise, yeah.
So for survival, I can agree. There might be a point where we have to eat someone else. Maybe in a survival situation, I would have to eat you. Maybe that would be justified. But in a situation where we have the choice in exploiting an animal and not doing that, what would be the better option from the animal's perspective?
Don't kill the animal.
Yeah, not exploit them, not use them, right? So what is a lifestyle that aligns with these values? What do you think?
I don't know, just let everybody in their peace and let everybody be free and just as they are.
Yeah. And what do you call a person that has your values and that acts according to these values? Who do you call a person like this?
I don't know. A diva.
No?
No.
Okay, it might be something scary now, but your values are actually vegan. Because it is what it is. You have to see, as vegans, we reject using animals for food, clothing, entertainment, testing, the pet industry, and so on. Does this align with your values?
I don't know.
Well, it kind of does, though.
Okay.
So, are you okay when we use animals for these things when we have the option to not do that?
No, we shouldn't do it.
No, right? It's not good from their perspective, right? Okay, and now here comes a very hard question, okay? How many more animals should be exploited and used and discriminated for you from now on? How many more?
None.
None. The only way to do that with your wonderful vegan values is to be vegan. I know many people are actually vegan at heart because most people are not against animals.
She is vegan.
Are you vegan?
No.
Yeah. Do you know what has to happen to animals for vegetarian products? No? Well, let me make it short, okay? We use these animals, and once they're no longer useful for us, for their milk, for their eggs, We cut their head off. Do you like that? What's the solution? Exactly. To not use them as a resource. So that's that. I will give you a flyer, okay, so you can look it up and read it up for yourself. But when you agree that we should think about other animals too and not just use them as objects, then you are vegan at heart. When you're not living vegan, you pay for them to be used as objects. There's no in between, you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you want to do from now on?
I don't know. I just want to live the way I want to live.
Yeah, like the animals too, right? They also want to live, right?
Yes.
Would you like to switch with them?
No, I would like to be human.
Yeah. Because, you know, it's not good how we treat them, right?
Not always.
Yeah. And even if we treat them in the best way, when we still use them as an object, do you think it's nice to objectify others?
No.
You don't want to be objectified yourself, no? So you have wonderful values. That's everything I can give you. Okay, can you hold this for a second? I will give you a flyer now. Okay. So this is for you and also for your friends, okay? I know, listen guys, I know it might be a very funny thing because vegan, so funny, okay? But you really have to understand that as long as you are not living vegan, you are exploiting animals. The vegan position is to reject their commodification, to say animals are not objects, animals are not here for us but with us. When you agree, then you don't pay for their exploitation. That's as easy as that. Give that to your friends too, okay?
How long have you been a vegan?
For 7 years, and I haven't eaten meat since I was 13. And the moment I watched the documentary on the back, when you scan this QR code, it's one click away, no registration whatsoever. The moment I watched this footage, I turned vegan on the spot because I don't want to participate in this. I'm on the side of the animals, and I think it's not fair to enslave them and to discriminate them just because they look different, they walk different, they talk different, or they have more hair than you. That's a bit sad if we do that, right? That's all I can leave you with, okay? Live up to your own values. You have wonderful values, okay? And yeah, you too have a wonderful vegan life then. And think about the animals, okay? They don't have a chance otherwise, okay? Okay, bye-bye. Okay, very, very young people. Sehr, sehr junge Leute. Aber die war echt süß und sie hat auch echt ein bisschen betroffen geschaut. Und das war auf jeden Fall echt ein süßes Gespräch so, weil bei den Fragen, also man sieht es immer an den Leuten im Gesicht an, ne? Auch so witzig das ist als Teenager, die haben alle ein bisschen rumgegackert, kann man ja auch nicht übel nehmen, ne? Ich habe auch viel rumgegackert mit meinen Leuten früher, als wir noch Teenager waren und man konnte sich kaum zusammenreißen, weil die ganzen Hormone durch den Körper sprühen. Aber wenn ich dann ihr ein paar Fragen gestellt habe, da ist ihr Gesicht kurz ein bisschen ernst geworden und ja, sie hat auf jeden Fall gute Werte, hat den Flyer sich auch gleich aufgeklappt, angeschaut. Ich denke, das war ein gutes Gespräch. So, vielleicht können wir jetzt ja noch ein paar andere Leute dazu kriegen. Wenn das erste Gespräch kam, dann kommt auch ein zweites, sage ich jetzt mal. So, und hallo an alle, die da sind und an alle Mods, bitte einfach nur so wenig löschen wie möglich. Also ganz, 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 ganz wenig, sodass der Algorithmus weiter gepusht wird und so weiter. Lasst die ganzen Trollkommentare, lasst es alle drin und so weiter. Aber alles, was sehr grenzüberschreitend ist, also bestes Beispiel das N-Wort oder so eine Scheiße, das muss natürlich raus. Alles andere, I don't mind. Lasst das drin. Lasst Sachen drin, die mich angreifen. I don't give a fuck. Lasst Sachen drin, die Veganer angreifen, die Tiere angreifen. Okay, das ist ja hier der Raum, wo wir genau darüber aufklären. Nur alles andere, was so sehr doll über die Stränge schlägt, das bitte weglöschen und so weiter und so fort. Ja, wie war schön, euch alle hier zu sehen. Ich sehe schon die ersten Steak-Emojis wieder, richtig gut. Aber ich sage immer die Kommentare, die so mega doof sind, aber ich sehe natürlich zwischendurch auch die ganzen schlauen Leute, die was schreiben, die möchte ich hier nicht vergessen. Schön, dass ihr da seid und dass ihr gut Konter gebt und so weiter. Ich werde mich nicht so intensiv mit diesen Troll-Kommentaren befassen. Hi, wanna try social experiment? 5 minutes? Was für ein schöner Tag. Was für ein schöner Tag in Amsterdam. Amsterdam. Falls jemand Stromberg kennt, musst du jetzt bestimmt lachen. Vielleicht ist auch nur ich, die das kennt und lustig findet, aber ist mir auch egal. Ich finde, Stromberg ist eine sehr sarkastische, gute Serie, die echt Spaß gemacht hat zu gucken. Und ein guter Spiegel von schrecklichen Menschen ist, mit schrecklichen Werten. Mir hat mir irgendjemand gesagt, ja, Stromberg ist so sexistisch und bla. Ja, that's the fucking point. Versteht ihr Satire nicht? Dass man Leuten manchmal alles vorkauen muss. Wie so eine Vogelmutter ihrem Vogelbaby. Immer schön alles vorkauen, wirklich. Hi, 5 minutes, social experiment. Ja, ihr seht, es ist auch windig. Meine Haare werden überall hingeweht heute. Aber vielleicht sieht es auch gar nicht so schlecht aus. Ein bisschen Action ist im Bild. Genau, diskutiert mal fleißig in den Kommentaren. Das ist immer ganz gut. Ja, es ist lustig, dass Leute mich immer noch mit Raffaela verwechseln, zu scheinen, auch wenn wir beide anders aussehen. Wobei, manche Sachen haben wir auch gemeinsam. Das finde ich auch, ist mir auch schon aufgefallen. Aber ich meine, der grundlegendste Unterschied ist, glaube ich, dass ich extrem lange rote Haare habe und braune Augen. Aber ansonsten, ich meine, ja, wir sind sehr blass gehäutet. Wir sind sehr blass ums Näschen. Wir sind groß, wir sind schlank. Und wir setzen uns halt für die gleiche Sache ein. Und da kann ich natürlich verstehen, dass der eine oder andere, der dann nur mal schnell hinblickt, das verwechselt. Das ist auch in Ordnung. Ich sehe es auch als Kompliment an. Ich finde Raffaela toll und auch sehr hübsch. Und sie nimmt es auch als Kompliment an. Von daher, wir haben auch gesagt, ob wir das mal nutzen, einfach für ein Reel oder so, dass ich sie cosplaye und sie mich. Und dann verwirren wir die Menschen noch mehr. Vielleicht nutzen wir es mal Good Cop, Bad Cop mäßig auch für Aktivismus oder so. Aber ich finde wirklich, wenn man es so nebeneinander sieht, also so gleich sehen wir jetzt auch nicht aus. Ja. Hi, wanna try social experiment? 5 minutes? No? You? Hi, social experiment, 5 minutes? Tja, eventuell ziehen wir auch noch um mit dem Stream, das wissen wir noch nicht. Wir haben gesagt, wir gucken mal, wie es heute hier ist. Man kann es halt vorher nicht wissen, ne? Gab auch in Berlin schon Outreaches, da habe ich nicht ganz so viele Gespräche gehabt und bei anderen habe ich ein Gespräch nacheinander geführt. Das kannst du vorher nie wissen. Man weiß ja nicht, welche Leute hier auf einen zukommen, wer Zeit hat, wer Bock hat. Weiß man nicht. Und im Sommer ist alles einfacher. Ich freue mich schon so sehr auf Sommer. Der kommt immer näher. Man merkt es. Hi, you wanna try 5 minutes? Social experiment? Appeal to definition. Solo. Hi, hast du Zeit für ein... do you have time for a social experiment? Damn it, ich spreche die Leute einfach Deutsch an. Hi, do you have time for a social experiment? 5 minutes? Schippert schon wieder das nächste Gespräch. Hi, do you have time for a social experiment? 5 minutes? Want to test your values? Very easy questions. It's very easy. Yeah, it's live on my YouTube, but you don't have to be on screen. But do you want? Okay. Thank you. So, let's start. That's my opening question. So, do you want to be on screen, by the way?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, so what's your name?
Aaron.
Aaron. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Alex. So, should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
Very good. What if someone is physically stronger than someone else? Would it be okay to oppress them?
No.
Very good. What if someone is cognitively more advanced than someone else? Would it be okay to oppress them?
Wait, can you repeat, please?
What if someone is cognitively more advanced than someone else, like more clever? Would it be okay to oppress them because of that?
That's what's happening, but no.
Yeah, it should not be like this.
No.
It's about your values.
Yeah.
Okay, great. What if someone would get a benefit because of the system that they're both in if they oppress and exploit someone else? Would it be okay to do that?
No.
Okay.
Still no.
Very good. What if someone has just different DNA than you? Would it be okay to exploit and discriminate them based on that? Not a good reason, right? Okay, what if someone walks different, talks different, and has more hair than you and doesn't speak your language? Would it be okay to oppress them?
Of course not.
Okay, very good. I really like your values. They're in the right place. And what about the other animals that we exploit? Should we do that?
Animals. Depends, because it's a larger topic. I mean, if we look at in the past, of course, all the animals have been used for make food, and we cannot change that. Right now, the mentality is changing.
What about your mentality? Do you think it's fair to oppress and exploit other animals because they don't have your DNA, they look different, they talk different, they walk different?
I mean, still, it's something we always did. So right now we're trying to, like, with the new mentality, we're trying to make it smaller, like make the problem smaller.
Yeah.
And
Do you think
with the
that?
years it's gonna change, I think.
Yeah. Do you think just because we've been doing something for a very long time that this is a good justification to continue to do it?
No. As I said, it's gonna be, with the years, it's gonna be like even smaller and smaller.
Yeah. And according to your own values, do you think that it's fair to do that to the other animals?
I mean, I eat meat, and I don't know. I think. What do you mean with oppress the animals?
Well, to use them for your own benefit, although you have the option not to do it.
Option, so eating like a vegetarian diet or?
A plant-based diet,
Plant-based,
yeah,
okay,
because vegetarians still exploit animals.
Yeah, like eggs and stuff.
Yeah, because just see that as long as you view other animals as resources, you degrade them and you put your interests above their interests. Do you think that this is fair to do?
No, but it's what we do. So I don't know how to explain. Like,
Let me guess. There are 4 reasons why people don't go vegan, and it's taste, convenience, tradition, or habit. Does that align with you?
tastes,
Convenience, tradition, habit.
convenience for sure.
Yeah. Do you think that any of these 4 reasons are good enough justifications for what we do to them?
For now, looking at all the people in the world,
I'm looking at you right now.
for me,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't stop eating meat.
Okay,
For
why?
now.
How can you justify it?
I justify because I'm used to eating meat, so I wouldn't change it. And
So you've been doing something for a long time, and that's a justification for you to continue
of
to
course,
do
I
it?
enjoy. I enjoy like the taste.
Okay, so
I am also trying to be as into this argument as possible, but because my girlfriend is vegetarian, and she's always trying to have this argument with me, but for it's not about convenience. It's not about. It's like I'm used to that. I like eating meat.
Yeah, it's
and
it's the
I don't
four
want
reasons
to
that I
get
said.
like I don't know, like supporting big companies that have like mass producing meat, like McDonald's, Burger King, this stuff.
But why are you against that? But on a smaller scale, out of the sudden, it's okay to exploit an animal? Why is it? Why? What's the difference there?
It's how they treat the animals, right?
So you think when we treat an animal good, it's okay to kill them?
Uh,
Or would the better option from the animal's perspective be not to be killed at all?
I mean, it's based on history. It's always been like this.
Yeah, and we already established that just because we've been doing something for a long time,
I know,
that it's
I
not
know-
a good
I know your point,
justification,
I know
no?
your point.
Okay, let me ask you a hard question then, okay? By the way, you drink dairy, I assume? You eat cows as well?
Drink milk and
Yeah?
stuff. Yeah,
And cheese and stuff and everything?
No,
else?
cheese, no.
Okay. Do you know what has to happen in a dairy industry, just to put things into perspective?
Like,
For their milk, what has to happen for a cow to produce milk?
cosa? Yes. I mean, they use the cow's body and they overstimulate it in order to produce as much milk as
Yeah,
possible.
well, at first they get her pregnant, they forcefully impregnate her, and then she gives birth to a baby. And then after birth, we take their baby away to get their mother's milk. This is what we do with cows. We separate them from their children right after birth. What do you think what happens to the male cows? Who cannot produce milk, who cannot get pregnant? What happens to them?
They get killed.
Yeah, they get killed at a very young age, just a few days or weeks old. Does that align with your values?
I know it's sad, but it's how it is. I mean,
Is that a good justification? It is how it is?
Else.
Well, you can. I mean, you're in power, right? You can rationalize, you have a moral system, and you actually have very good values, my guy.
I know.
Okay, then let me ask you a very hard question. How many more animals should be exploited for you from now on?
From now on.
Yeah. What do you wish for? How many more should be bred into existence and decapitated for you? How many?
I mean, I'm eating them, so still, I don't know. Like, it's a difficult question. You're making me in a hard position.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course they're
What's
gonna
the
die
harder
with it.
position, yours or theirs?
Huh?
What's the harder
No,
position?
you made me a hard question. I don't. It's gonna be like this, even though I respond in a good or a bad way.
What would be the ideal number for you? How many more animals should be exploited for you from now on? What do you wish for?
It's not about me.
It's absolutely about you
it's
and
not
your
about
choices, where you create a demand. My
No.
guy, you create a demand. You have vegan values and you act not according to your own value system. It is what it is.
It's not gonna make a change if I don't demand my part of. I don't know. Like, I'll keep eating meat. I'm sorry.
And you cannot justify it, right?
I mean, I justified it. It's
You said,
It's
oh, we've
based-
been
as
always
you said,
doing
it's
it
based
that
on-
way
it's
and
based on-
taste.
on
And then I asked
convenience.
you, yes, I know, I heard the reasons. And then I asked you if these are good enough justifications to do that to the animals, and we established that it's not. And let me ask you another thing then. Would you do the same to humans? Would you think that it's okay to breed them into existence, to exploit them and to decapitate them?
it's no, sorry.
It would not be okay, right?
No, I mean, it's the argument. You cannot compare in right now a cow with a real person
Why?
because it's different.
How?
How?
What's the difference? Name it, please.
Because we don't need people's bodies.
Okay.
How like we don't get in this case a person pregnant to produce milk.
Oh,
It's
we
different.
could easily do
Yeah,
that.
but we're not
Would it
doing
be okay to do that?
No.
Of course not.
Absolutely
Okay,
not.
then why is it okay to do that to another animal?
I mean, it's not good, but it's how it is.
Is that a good reason it is how it is? Would it be okay to do the same thing to this dog? No?
What to eat this dog?
Yeah, to forcefully impregnate them, take their babies away to get their mother's milk?
Of course not, but
Okay.
you're doing too many comparisons with things it's not possible to.
I can compare everything with each other, you know, right? I
No,
can
you
compare the both of us. I compare myself to a cup
You
of
cannot
tea.
compare a cow with a dog.
Oh, I just did, and I can. Shall I do it again? Okay, so I can actually do that really, really good. Let me prove how I can do that. You will see.
No, it's
Ah.
over. Thank you for your time, but
Okay, these two
No,
have
no,
an.
no, it's
I
okay.
can show you how I compare them. They have both an interest in their life,
sorry.
and he's just escaping, just like any other one who cannot justify their position. You're not acting according to your own values. You have vegan values if you want to believe it or not, and I just proved that to you, my guy. I have something for you. I still have something for you. I have something for you. You reject information and you want to continue to exploit animals, yes? You don't give a shit about animals, yes? It's okay to use them like resources? It's okay to discriminate others because they don't have your DNA? Well, I'm an animal rights activist, so da habt ihr es, Leute. Da habt ihr es halt einfach. Danke für die Spende, ihr Süßlis, mega. He's rejecting information. You really gotta understand. He couldn't justify his position. Er konnte seine Position nicht verteidigen. Und ist jetzt einfach escape. Einfach geflüchtet. Crazy. Und dann auch noch zu sagen, ja, man kann das nicht miteinander vergleichen. Ein Hund und eine Kuh. Digga, pass mal auf, was ich alles miteinander vergleichen kann. Nenn mir mal 2 Sachen, die ich nicht miteinander vergleichen kann. A und B. Und warum kann ich die nicht miteinander vergleichen? Weil A hat die Eigenschaft und B die. Okay, also hast du gerade selber verglichen. Schwachkopf. Blödes Wort wollte ich nicht sagen, sorry Leute, Schwachkopf. Will ich versuchen mir abzugewöhnen. Es ist trotzdem unglaublich schade, wenn Leute so einfache Sachen nicht raffen. Also hat man es aufgedröselt. Ich bin wirklich ruhig geblieben, konnte es ihm gut darlegen, aber das nützt halt nichts. Ich muss mir hier kurz den Flyer zurückpacken, den er nicht annehmen wollte. Wie so ein Anfänger. Okay, so. Aber ja, da habt ihr es. Ne? Also ich glaube trotzdem, dass ich es ganz gut gemacht habe, ihn da zu pressen und immer wieder zu gucken, was ist seine Rechtfertigung. Hi, do you have time? 5 minutes? Social experiment? Want to test your values? See if you're a good person or a bad person? Und ja, jetzt hat da vorne wieder einer, egal. Wir haben hier sowieso keine Monetarisierung auf den Livestreams, das habe ich ausgeschaltet. Also falls da ich wieder einen Strike bekomme, weil hier irgendjemand in der Öffentlichkeit wieder Musik spielt, die copyrighted ist, kann ich halt nichts machen. Hi, do you have time? 5 minutes? Social experiment? Yes. So, wanna be live on my YouTube?
Oh, no.
You can be outside of the screen. No? Okay. Hi, wanna test your values? Ja, Leute. Ja, Fruchtfleisch auf die 1, ich sag's immer wieder. Hallo auch an alle meine Mods, die da sind. Ich sag's heute noch mal ein bisschen öfter, damit die frohe Kunde verbreitet wird. Ihr müsst nicht alles löschen. Bitte nur die Sachen, die absolut löschenswert sind. Also das N-Wort und ähnliche grenzüberschreitende, ganz schlimme Sachen. Aber alles andere lasst das drin. Lasst die Trolls drin, lasst Trollkommentare drin, lasst Sachen, die mich angreifen drin, lasst Sachen drin, die Veganer angreifen. Lasst Sachen drin, die tierfeindlich sind. Das ist ja genau der Ort, warum wir hier darüber aufklären. Und wir wollen natürlich beide Seiten schön darstellen. Und wenn die eine Seite nicht mehr als das bringen kann, super. Hi, do you want to have a social experiment? 5 minutes? Ist auch immer wieder schwach, wenn Leute dann nicht mal Infomaterial annehmen wollen. Also das zeigt halt auch die kognitive Dissonanz. Ist so, nee, ich will darüber nicht mehr wissen, ich will darüber nicht mehr nachdenken und dann Escape. Einfach Escape. Crazy. Ja, ich finde auch Fruchtfleisch schmeckt richtig gut. Erst heute Morgen ganz viel Fruchtfleisch wieder reingemampft. So. Mal gucken. dass wir hier noch ein paar mehr Gespräche bekommen. Oh, Bella, ciao. Heute ist auf jeden Fall ein bisschen voller hier. Ja, die Schulklassen, die vorbeilaufen, da kann ich leider nicht viel machen. Hi, do you want to have a social experiment? 5 minutes? 4, 3, 2, 1? No. So geiles Wetter, ich enjoy das richtig doll. You can eat all animals. Ja, ist korrekt. Ich kann auch Menschen essen. Ich kann Hunde und Katzen kann ich auch fressen. Kann man machen, ja. Die Frage ist halt, ob es gut ist. Hi, do you want to try? 5 minutes? Also erstmal auch danke an all die Leute, die in den Kommentaren fleißig diskutieren. Auch alle Leute, die sich das Video danach anschauen. Schaut doch nebenher immer wieder in den Chat rein, der wird danach auch noch angezeigt. Und hi, you wanna try? Social experiment? Ja, Leute, einfach nur toll. Fleisch ist nicht geschmacklos. Ja, und selbst wenn es nach dem besten ever schmecken würde, wäre das keine Rechtfertigung. Also es ist unglaublich, wie unglaublich tierfeindlich diese Welt ist und was für krass stumpfsinnige, in Anführungszeichen, Argumente wir uns zurechtgelegt haben, um das zu rechtfertigen, was wir den Tieren dort antun. Einfach weil sie anders aussehen. Unglaublich. Hi, do you want to try social experiment? 5 minutes? Okay. Ich halte es mal hier vor, vielleicht ein bisschen einfacher wegen Wind. Wegen des Windes. Einfach nur wegen Wind. Ja. Liebe sehe ich hier nicht, außer für eure Meinung, was auch immer das heißt. I watch you and ship opposite of you at the same time. Wave him, please. Yes. I'm just. He's just also talking to the camera, waiting for people to stop by. So, yeah, it's really, really nice weather, and there's someone with a dog. I always hope that people with pets stop by. Hi, do you have time? 5 minutes. You can test your values. You can test your values. Süßer Dog. Seht ihr den? Guck mal, wie süß er ist. Mega niedlich. Ach, es ist immer jeden Tag die gleichen Kommentare. Es ist so langweilig, ne? Ich hoffe mal, dass irgendjemand, irgendwie so ein unterhaltsamer Nicht-Veganer, mal irgendwie so Sachen droppt, die ich noch nie vorher gehört habe. Das gibt's ganz selten nur noch. Und dann, ich freue mich immer fast ein bisschen, weil ich mir denke, ach, schau mal an, das habe ich auch noch nicht gehört. Aber immer wieder die gleichen Sachen ist so, ja. Vor allen Dingen so inhaltslos, aber okay, ja, sie können sich halt auch nicht weiterhelfen. Ne? Ja, ich glaube trotzdem, dass das Schild für den Anfang besser ist. Vielleicht mache ich nochmal das neue Schild mit dem hier als Rückseite. Hi. Okay. Reisegruppe, die hören sich gerade alle Stadtführungen an. Und haben alle Kopfhörer drin, mit denen kann ich leider nicht reden. Ah ja, wenn ihr ansonsten noch Fragen habt oder irgendwas, dann schreibt es gerne mal rein. Ich will ja natürlich nicht nur rumstehen und die Sonne genießen, wobei ich gerade echt da rein verfalle und mich einfach nur gerne gerade... ich genieße das gerade so sehr, dass die auf meine Haut rauf scheint. Dann könnt ihr natürlich auch gerne Fragen stellen. Ich versuche sie zu lesen, auch gerade mit dem Gegenlicht, gerade ein bisschen unpraktisch, aber ich gebe natürlich mein Bestes. Five minutes, very easy questions. You can test if you're a good or a bad person. Okay, are you okay being live on my YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah, what's your name?
Jaffa.
Jaffa, you have beautiful hair, by the way. Really, really cool. Okay, let me put this aside. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, we're good in frame. So, should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
Very good answer. What if someone is physically stronger than someone else? Should they have the right?
Still no.
Great. What if someone is cognitively more advanced than someone else?
Still no.
Very good. What if someone would have a benefit due to the system that they're both in if they oppress someone else?
No.
Okay. What if someone has a different skin color, gender, DNA than you? Would it be okay to discriminate them?
No.
Okay. Are you for or against slavery, oppression, discrimination, all these things?
Against.
Okay, very good values, very good values. And now here comes the hardest question of them all. What about the other animals that we exploit? Should we do that?
Oh, shit, no. My mom's vegetarian.
Yeah, but what? Are you aware what has to happen with these animals for vegetarian products as well?
No.
Okay. Have you ever heard about the dairy industry, for example?
Yes.
Yes? What has to happen for a cow to produce milk?
They're put on hormones and they're kept in small spaces.
But what has to happen for them to produce milk in the
They
first
have to
place?
have a baby.
Yes, we forcefully impregnate them, then we take their babies away after birth to get their mother's milk. And what do we do with the males, with the boys?
You eat them?
We kill them because they cannot get pregnant. Do you think that this is fair?
No.
No. Does that align with your values?
No.
Okay. What about the egg-laying birds, the hens? What do we do with them when they no longer produce enough eggs?
You kill them?
Yes, we decapitate them and replace them with a new animal. Does this align with your values?
No.
Okay. Do you think it's fair to view other animals as resources?
No.
Okay. Do you think that we should always consider their interests too?
Yes.
Okay. So how many more animals should be exploited for and because of you from now on?
0?
Great. I really like your values. Oh my God, you're such a reasonable person. You're one in 1,000, I swear to God. So what is it called when you align your actions, when your morals? What would that make you?
A vegan?
Yes. Oh God, you're a godsend, I swear to God. Very good. So what do you want to do from now on?
Stop eating animal products.
Guys, this is an angel falling on this earth. Okay, very good. Let me give you a flyer then, and your friend to read for yourself, think for yourself, and I'm urging you to also watch the documentary on the back. One click away, no registration whatsoever. It's called Dominion. It just shows you what you don't know yet about all of these animal exploitation industries. And keep in mind, the animals need reasonable people like you. If you're against slavery, oppression, discrimination based on irrelevant traits, the only way to align your actions with your values is to be vegan from now on.
Okay.
That's that.
Okay.
So you're vegan from now on?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, high five, girl. High five. Have a wonderful vegan life and share the good news with your friends. We can all stop exploiting animals from now on.
All right.
Great. Have a wonderful vegan life then. Bye bye, you too. Okay, kann nicht einfach jedes Gespräch so sein? Wirklich, kann nicht einfach jedes Gespräch so sein? Hallo. Ganz vernünftige, normale Antworten. Hallo. Das wünschen wir uns. Die war echt sweet. Und ich sage einfach nur ja. Ich sage einfach nur ja. Nein, ich bin nicht Rosalinde, aber wenn ich Rosalinde sehr süß finde, weil Rosalinde nämlich ein Schwein ist und Rosalinde und ich haben die gleiche Hautfarbe und ich mag Schweine extrem doll. Ich mag auch Kühe, ich mag Hühner, ich mag Fisch, ich mag vor allem Forellen. Forellen mag ich richtig doll. Hi, I want to try social experiment. Und ich finde es ist ein tolles Kompliment, wenn man mich mit anderen wunderbaren Wesen vergleicht, die ich so toll finde, weil ich alle Tiere sehr faszinierend finde und sie haben alle wunderbare Fähigkeiten, die ich nicht habe und sie haben alle wunderbare Eigenschaften, die ich sehr bewundere. Und ich bin auch manchmal ein bisschen neidisch, was manche andere Tiere können, was ich nicht kann. Zum Beispiel fliegen. Hier fliegen die ganze Zeit Möwen über mir drüber hinweg. Und ich denke mir so, wow, wie cool das sein muss, wenn du einfach fliegen kannst. Mega cool. Ja, ich würde auch gerne nachts so gut sehen können wie eine Katze. Ich würde auch einfach... wanna try? Okay. Okay, are you okay being live on my YouTube?
Okay, why not?
Yeah, okay, then step in picture, please. What? I'm live on YouTube.
Okay, great.
Yeah, step in the picture, please, so I
you're
can
on
see you.
YouTube.
Yeah. Okay,
Hi.
great. So what's your name?
My name is Umut.
Umut?
My name is Thibaut.
Nice to meet you. My name is Alex, okay? So I will put this one away. This is just like to get you in. Okay, so my question is, should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
Definitely not. I don't think so.
Okay, very good. What if someone is physically stronger than someone else? Should they have the right to oppress them?
No, of course not. Of course not.
Okay, what if someone is cognitively more advanced, more clever than someone else? Is that a good reason to oppress and exploit others?
No, it doesn't matter. No, of course.
Okay, what if someone would benefit from oppressing someone else due to the system that they're both in? Would it be okay to do so?
No. No, it wouldn't.
Very good. Do you think that it is fair to discriminate others based on their DNA?
Definitely not. Of course not.
Okay, and what if someone walks funny or doesn't speak your language or has a lot of hair on their body? Would that be a good reason to discriminate them?
I mean, it's obvious not.
Yeah?
No, of course.
Okay, very good. I really like your values. They're in the right place and I completely agree with your values.
Thank you.
Okay, and now the next question is, what about the other animals that we exploit? Should we do that?
I think should is not the right word. We should try to do less and less, but I don't think that just like this we can make it like all down. It cannot disappear.
I think animals are not humans. They can't think the same way we think. They can think, but they can't the same way we think.
We are more advanced than them cognitively, right?
Yes, but it's also animals have a conscience. They can think, but they don't have the conscience of their conscience. They're thinking, but they cannot do philosophy or things like that. They
Okay.
can suffer, but it's physical suffer, not mental suffer.
Okay, so when we find a human that also cannot rationalize, that maybe has a cognitive disability, would it be okay to use them like we use animals?
No, it will not, but we are human. You need to be strong between all species, the humans.
Okay, so you think then the DNA, the Homo sapiens DNA, is your reason to oppress other animals?
No, but
really.
it's the natural order. You think-
Okay, it's also the natural order for men to oppress women. Is it okay to do it?
I think
that's not natural. For men to exploit
Well,
women.
men are stronger physically, and
stronger,
so
but
and we are stronger than animals, and that was your reason. That's why I just asked.
Originally, at the prehistoric period, there were tribes, and the tribes was strong together. They need to make alliance to survive, but it's the natural order for other animals, for different species to fight to each other, to exploit each other. Like the lion eat gazelle and things like that.
Do you think that it is good to base your morals of what other animals do?
Animals don't have moral.
Yeah. Do you think that this makes sense to base your values of what other animals do? Because you just said because lions eat a gazelle, I can eat other animals, right?
Humans were eating animals before having moral. So I think it's normal. It's a natural order for me.
I think he's not saying that. We have that power on them, but I think what he says it's natural. It's based on our like we did before.
I see it. I see it. Do you think just because something is natural that it's automatically good or desirable or ethical?
No, it is not. But you have to have a balanced opinion. You know, you cannot have just. I don't
Yes.
think on this type of question you cannot say yes or no.
Okay, and from the animal's perspective, you are either exploited or not, right? What's the more preferable thing from the animal's perspective?
Well, if you think in a moral way, like in a good moral way, probably you'll say, we shouldn't do that. But when you think, you just have to. I think that it's not selfish, but you can only think about your opinion. You don't think about other, maybe, let's say not civilization, but like other countries when that's the only thing they can afford.
I'm not talking to him, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but you have to consider all of the humans and all of the animals too.
See, the thing is, of course, there might be situations where people rely on animals to survive. I get it. And I would never say, well, you rather should die and starve to death than eat an animal or to exploit them. I'm sorry. I got to put this down. But for people who have the option to not exploit animals, I'm asking for why would you still continue to do so when you can stop right now?
Okay.
So when you have the option between exploiting an animal and not, from the animal's perspective, what's the more preferable option?
Well, now I do agree with you, because before that's not what you say. You said should we stop that? I think that's how I got it.
According to your values.
Okay then. Well, if if you can do it,
Yeah.
I think for the planet and for the wellness of all the inhabitants of our planet, I think it would be better for everyone, for the ecology to stop.
And it would also be the best for them, right?
Yes,
If
also,
if we don't use them as resources, right?
They also inhabitants of our world. If you
Exactly.
if you can do, then do it. If you want,
Exactly.
but if you cannot, and a lot of people cannot, you know.
Well, the thing is, as long as you have access to a supermarket, you have the choice, you can choose. And the cheapest food all around the globe is by default plant-based, vegan. The poorest nations in the world eat mostly plant-based for a reason, because it's easier to produce, it's longer lasting. It is like you have a lot of calories, you see?
Yeah.
So we have to ask ourselves, according to your own values,
Okay.
if exploiting animals, although you don't have to, is something that aligns with what you stand for. Because in the beginning we established your values are wonderful. You are against discrimination, against oppression. You say just because someone looks different, walks different, talks different, not a good justification to oppress them. You also said just because you have a benefit in exploiting them, also not a good justification.
Okay.
So your values are vegan. Most people's values are vegan. My job as an animal rights activist
Yeah.
is just to put a spotlight on it and to remind you about that, about the choice that you can make. So let me ask you a hard question, okay? How many more animals should be exploited for you and for you from now on? What do you wish for?
As I said before, actually you're right. Can stop eating meat. I can do that because I live in Europe, and we have everything is great here.
You can get
I can do it.
plant-based everywhere, everything.
You can get it everywhere, yeah.
Yes.
And I really like what you said before. You talk about the other countries, the other people who
Yeah.
are maybe not in the best conditions. And I like that I think you also have a balanced opinion on this, because I mean you know that it's not possible to just like this to stop it. But yeah, we should stop it.
Well, let me phrase it like this. Of course, we can't make the entire world go vegan overnight. That's
right.
true. But what we can do is we as individuals who have responsibility over our own actions, we can stop overnight. This is what I did too, by the way. I went vegan overnight together with my partner, my boyfriend, so many people I know. Because once we thought about that we don't have a justification to oppress other animals for something that we don't need, for trivial reasons, taste, convenience, tradition, habit, not good justifications to slit their throat. And then we just stopped because we wanted to align our actions and our values. And that's the whole thing. So for you, you actually can stop
can.
right now. From your position, you don't have to exploit other animals anymore. You can stop right now.
No, it's not a justification. Of course, I am still young. I'm 17 years old. I still have to maybe to think about it, and to make my own choice, maybe by looking other sources than you.
Yeah.
But
I will give you resources too, so you can look it up for yourself.
Oh, great.
Okay,
Okay.
because I think it's very, very important, and I think most people are just not aware of what is really going on.
Probably, yes.
And I think, well, my position is just to make clear what is different between us at the moment still.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm on the side of the animals because I don't view other animals as resources. I think and I know that they have own interests,
Okay.
just as I have own interests. My
Yes.
interests, for example, are I want to continue to live. I don't want to feel pain. I want to be with my family. I don't want to be used, and I don't want to be oppressed by others. They have the same interests. And so for me, I don't view them as less, as a resource, and that's why I'm vegan.
Okay, that's a great reason.
Does that align with your values?
Yeah, probably yes, but I still have to think about it.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so how many more animals should be exploited for you from now on?
I think 0.
If you, that's a good answer and the only acceptable answer, by the way. If you really want 0 animals to be exploited for and because of you, the only way to do it is to be vegan. It is what it is.
Probably, yeah.
It is what it
Yeah.
is, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me give you a flyer. Can you hold this for a second?
Of course.
And I'm urging you, because your values are really in the right place and you seem to be very reasonable, reflected people. I like your body language. You didn't close up. You're open. You're calm. I love it. Not many people are that. Trust me. And I'm urging you, from the perspective of the animals, which I'm speaking up for, because they cannot, to switch from the side of the oppressor to the side of the animals in solidarity, because otherwise they will never have a chance of freedom, free from exploitation, free to be from slavery. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
read
Thank
that, okay?
We will.
And one little homework for you.
Oh.
Yes. When you turn it around, on the back there is a QR code.
Yes.
It's one click away. It leads you to a documentary. It's called Dominion. No registration. You can just start watching it. I'm urging you to see for yourself what you are responsible, as long as you're not vegan. And while you think about if you should still exploit animals or not, if you go vegan or not, while you think about that, just to make sure, just don't. Just be plant-based until you make a decision. Because you support one of the biggest atrocities in history. Okay?
Okay. We will. Don't worry.
Yes.
We'll think. We'll make something about it.
Yes. We don't think about justice, we act on it, right? And your values are in the right place. You're good-hearted people. You have the choice.
Well, thank you, Alex.
The animals don't.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you
a
so
great
much.
person.
Have a wonderful vegan life, okay?
You too.
Bye bye. So machen wir es, Leute. So machen wir es. Einfach nur Ja, sage ich. Also das mit dem Schild hier funktioniert auf jeden Fall besser. Das finde ich sehr gut. Ich finde, vernünftige Leute. Fuck yeah. Hi, wanna try social experiment? 5 minutes. Maybe 6.
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, let's go. So I hope the wind is not blowing everything away again. Okay, wanna be live on my YouTube, by the way?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? Okay. So what's your name?
Flynn.
Flynn, what's your name?
Jennifer.
Nice to meet you. Hi. So should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
Whoa.
Big opener.
Yeah.
opener.
Wow, okay. I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to say.
Well, I think the educated should. Because if
Yeah,
you're
it depends.
Okay, let me give you an example. What if someone is physically stronger than someone else? Should they have the right to oppress and discriminate them?
no,
No.
Okay. What if someone is cognitively more advanced than someone else? Should they have the right to discriminate and oppress them?
well, discriminating and oppress not, but maybe
To help?
help.
Yeah, but that's a
Yeah.
different thing. I'm talking strictly
No.
about
Then no.
using them for your own benefit, disregarding their interests.
Then no.
no.
Okay, that sucks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what if someone would have a benefit due to the system that they're both in if they oppress someone else? Would it be okay to do so?
No.
No.
I agree, I like that. Do you think that it is fair to discriminate others based on the DNA that they're born with?
No.
No.
Very good, okay. So are you against or for slavery, oppression, discrimination and everything?
Against it, of course.
Against.
Okay, I like that, I like that. You have the same values as I have.
Yep.
Very good. And what about, and here comes the hardest question of them all, what about the other animals that we exploit? Should we do that?
Well, I think it's a difference between animals and people.
Yeah.
So I don't really. Well, no. Well,
What's the difference that justifies the different treatment?
that we are. It's harder in English. Well, I think we are. Yeah, we are a smarter. I don't know how you say that. Animal, fucking.
Species?
Species, yeah. Species.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so because we are cognitively more advanced, it's okay to oppress other animals?
I think that my opinion is that we're just different. So and
Yes, and what's the difference that justifies the different treatment?
well, it's the same as lions don't kill lions, but they kill there, and we.
Where
were
lions
there.
eat their own children and lions kill other lions and rape them. So
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen
yeah,
that.
they do that.
But I don't know.
Should we base our own morals on what other animals do? Is that a good thing? For example, the lion example, should we say, oh, well, lions rape other lions, that's why I do it now?
No, but I think because we're more intelligent than animals in that aspect, and we think no, that rape is and murder is not the correct way.
So for you, intelligence is the measurement on which we decide on who we exploit and who not?
Well, I just think I don't know why, but I just think animals and people are different in like that.
How?
Well, we have politics. I don't know. I don't know. I'm putting him on the spot, but I just like meat. That's the point.
Okay.
And
Is liking something a good enough justification to oppress others?
no, oppress not. But
No, I don't think that's like a reason. You know,
Yeah,
that's not.
it's not a good justification,
No.
no?
Yeah,
I-
it truly just depends. I don't know, cause like when it comes to like the lions thing, cause there's always gonna be like a predator and prey in every.
Yeah, most people are herbivores. Most animals are herbivores, but that's another thing.
Yeah, that too, but you know, still, I'm speaking in terms of what we're talking about. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Have you seen Wicked?
No.
They actually have a really good. One of their plots is about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should watch it.
And what did you get from that plot?
There was like a. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay. There's like So there's like the witch, and she's like green, and everyone's like oppressing her because she's different from everyone. And then a subplot, which kind of emphasizes the main plot, is the humans are taking away the rights of the animals to speak. And yeah, I feel like that's very on
In line with that.
in line of what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
because
but-
in the end, we gotta ask ourselves. For example, like the two of you are very different, male, female. You're shorter than him. You maybe have different eye colors in a way, but none of these differences are good enough justifications to stab you to death and not you,
No, exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So between you and the other animals, there are also many differences.
Yeah.
You look different, you talk different, you walk different.
Yeah.
But none of these differences are good enough justifications to stab them to death for a sandwich and not you, or to use them for clothes, whatever.
Yeah.
So, and that's the entire point. That's why I'm asking these questions, because
Yeah.
most people have vegan values like you have. We have the same values. The only difference between us is that I aligned my actions with my values and you are not there yet. And I want to change that.
Yeah.
My job as an animal rights activist is to just put a spotlight on you because you have great values.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
completely agree on that.
Yeah.
Discrimination,
Yeah.
slavery, exploitation, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And we should not participate.
Yeah.
We should reject that with all of our heart.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how someone looks, talks, walks, thinks, speaks. And that's the vegan
No,
position.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a very hard question now. How many more animals should be exploited for and because of you from now on? What do you wish for?
What do I wish for in that? I don't know. What would you say? Because I really don't know what.
What would be the ideal number that you would wish for? If you could make a wish, how many more animals should be decapitated for you?
Decapitated. That's
Where the-
such
where
a
they-
violent way.
Yeah, but this is what is
yeah, I know
happening.
what
I was
you mean,
watching
it's
that
very-
last time.
He was watching like turning vegan videos, and it's like videos of them torturing pigs and chickens and stuff. And I
Yeah.
can't watch that.
Yeah, we put pigs and chickens in gas chambers
Yeah.
and we
Yeah,
electrocute them.
That's exactly.
And
what
we
I-
electrocute them. That's just like the regular stuff that we do. Like even on the small farms, I'm also undercover investigator. So even on a small free-range bio, we kiss our animals to death farms.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all the same. Those animals are used as a resource.
But
Is it okay to use someone else as a resource?
I like meat too much to
Okay,
I just
The taste, right?
I just love it, and I need protein because I go to the
Okay.
gym a lot. And
I get. There's my vegan bodybuilder friend on the other side. Maybe you can talk with him about that too. Well, the thing is, we can get all these nutrients
I
and
know
protein from from plants.
I
That's
know,
that's
but
obvious,
that's like
right?
A different, because you have like proteins, and it's like a different. I don't know. It's
The
also-
9 amino acids are also, for example, available in tofu,
and I know-
tempeh,
and I-
seitan.
And I know soy, but I don't like soy because soy it does like impact your like estrogen levels, and that
It doesn't. It's phytoestrogen and estrogen are two different things, and otherwise I would have the biggest boobs because I eat a lot of soy, but nothing. It's just not affecting your body. The phytoestrogen that comes from plants. It's a different thing. The thing is, I mean, you don't have to take my word for it.
No, I get that.
But just assume for a second that you can get all the nutrients from plants
Okay.
because science agrees, and you
Yeah.
can look it up. Okay,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
assume
okay,
for the
sure.
for the
Yeah,
sake of the
yeah,
argument.
yeah.
Do you think that taste, convenience, tradition, or habit are good enough justifications to oppress and discriminate others?
Well, not people, but
I'm not really sure what to say here. Because when it comes to tradition, that's just years and years of, how do you, like habit, not habit.
Yeah, it's kind of a habit. Do you think that just because we've been doing something for a long time that it makes it ethical or good to continue? Can you think of any traditions that we should maybe stop because they're not that good?
Oh, I'm not aware of many traditions.
What about cutting the clitoris of young girls for traditional reasons?
Hell no.
We should stop that.
I've never heard of
Well,
it
other
before.
countries do that, and they
Yeah.
sue them together and stuff.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We
No,
should
I-
not
I-
continue to do that just
No,
because
no,
it's
no.
tradition, no?
Yeah, that's, no.
Okay,
No.
so just because something is tradition is not a good justification,
No,
right?
Exactly,
Yeah, no.
Exactly. I think
Okay.
there's like
Yes.
some.
Yeah.
And from the animals' perspective, what do you think? What would be the best option, to be exploited or not?
I mean, obviously no.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just like, it depends. There's like different perspectives, as you said, like intelligence and stuff.
No,
Because
know.
they don't speak like we do. They don't think like we do. But that doesn't mean that we can.
Use them as we want for our own
Yeah.
benefit?
Yeah, but that's just.
Yeah, and everything and every trait that you say that is different between us and them, I can find a human who also lacks that trait. I can find a mentally disabled person who is not intelligent. I can find someone who is not able to speak. I can find someone who is on the cognitive level of a cow. We
Yeah.
still would morally consider them. Why?
I personally don't really think of them as less than,
Yeah,
just because
exactly.
of that.
Because they still have own interests that matter to them.
Because they're just like us. They're just
Exactly,
like me. So it's
exactly,
like-
exactly. And we all have the same interests in common. We have the interest in continuing to live. We want to have peace. We prefer good emotions over bad emotions. We think, we dream. We don't want to be used and exploited.
Yeah.
And we don't want our bodily autonomy to taken away from us,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
what do you think? Do you think that is the same as with insects and stuff?
Well, as long as science shows that they also have some form of own interest and a central nervous system, I think we should rather not eat them because science is still on that, okay? But for the animals that we breed into existence to exploit and decapitate, it is without a doubt 100% proven that they all have a central nervous system, a brain, a subjective experience. They feel what we do to them. They live through the experience of being enslaved, exploited, and in the end decapitated. And I know it sounds harsh, but it is what is happening.
I think the reason why insects aren't exploited.
Well, they are. I mean, bees are exploited for their honey and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta watch the documentary.
I was like,
you gotta watch the documentary More Than Honey. It explains it very well. There's a lot of good documentaries out there, but still, I would always be on the side of caution and rather not exploit someone, even if I'm not sure if they experience that or not.
Yeah.
And to say your argument about Homo sapiens DNA, because we are human. Do you think that when we have a Homo neanderthalensis, who is not Homo sapiens, that it would be okay to breed them into existence, to exploit and decapitate them for a sandwich? Because they're not human, they're a different species.
Right. Yeah, but it's still like.
It's still the same as a like. I don't know how you say that,
Because
like
they look so
Neanderthal-
similar,
That's
right?
what we did
Yeah,
as
I
well
think
with
that's-
like Neanderthalers and stuff.
Yeah,
We-
they look so similar.
We raped them and we
Okay, and what if they would suddenly start to walk on 4 legs, if they just go down and start walking like this, would it be okay to do it to them then?
No.
No.
No?
No, I don't.
I just still think pigs and humans are different. That's why I would.
Yeah, but what's the difference that justifies the different treatment? We established many differences between
yeah.
you, but none of these differences
No,
are good enough
On a deeper
to
level,
stab you and not
exactly.
you.
No, exactly.
So, of course, pigs look different, walk different, talk different,
Yeah.
but they have the same interest as
Yeah.
you. The interest in continuing to live.
Yeah,
They rather be with their family.
Yeah.
They don't want to be like forcefully
No,
impregnated, take their babies away, stabbed in the neck, put in gas chambers.
Yeah.
And we also would not do that to dogs or any other animal, I assume, at least here, right?
No, yeah.
So what's the difference then between us and them and all these other animals that would justify
I
it?
think because you always have like an emotional connection to dogs and to cats and all that
Yeah,
kind
and
of
if
stuff.
yeah,
And if somebody would have a cow or that's why we don't do horses, because horses people have like
yeah, they still
emotional-
exploit them. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine someone is using you for transport and just jumps on your back and forces you to carry them. I mean, what the fuck?
no.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely, it's absolutely. I mean, whipping someone is okay if it's consensual. No? So, but these animals cannot consent. That's also a very big reason. You have to see from my perspective. For example, little human children and babies. And all these other animals that we're talking about, they're very much alike. They cannot consent because they really cannot reason. Maybe they're cognitively not as advanced as we adult humans are. But when we look at human children, we say we should protect them, extra protect them because of that. And when we look at the other animals, we say, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know? That's kind of really fucked up when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me sum it up.
Yes.
It's fine. Let me sum it up. First of all, I really like your values, and I also like your body language because you didn't close up, you stayed calm, and you didn't get aggressive whatsoever. We have the same values,
No, exactly.
actually.
I like to talk to people with other perspective about other things.
Yes,
And you learn as well, because I've never looked at it in this kind of way.
exactly.
Still,
That's why I'm
think-
here asking these questions and making you aware, because most
Yeah.
people have vegan values,
Yeah.
but then we grow up thinking that there is a difference, and we are used to that. Blah blah blah. I was born I was raised a non-vegan too. Everyone is born vegan, by the way. But I had to question myself too and my actions, and I went vegan overnight because I saw one documentary that fucking opened my eyes. And I will give you a flyer that also has the documentary on it. And I'm asking you again, just because we've gone a little bit further in the conversation, how many more animals should be exploited for you from now on? What do you wish for? What would be the best number? If you could wish and the wish would come true, what would be your favorite number?
Well, I think you would like me to say 0, but
What do you want according to your vegan values, sir?
to my values, I think we should keep on going. However, well, not in the. Yeah, I don't know. I just love.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you love the taste, but
I love the taste and the taste and the food. I like how it the benefits for me are like more than the feelings of them.
So you put your own benefit over the oppression of someone else, and you think your taste values more than an animal's entire existence?
Well, kind of. Yeah, it sounds harsh, but
Because it is.
it is harsh.
Yeah.
But I think that like
I think there has to be a way for us to like
I don't want to
Live-
cut it off, but I don't want to like
live. What's the word?
to like
Can you hold it?
In
I would just-
harmony.
how they gonna like the gas chambers and all the kind of stuff. That's I think that's gruesome, and I think that's
It will always be gruesome as long as we view other animals as resources and objects,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
we disregard their interests. We
Yeah.
are not breathing them into existence for
Right.
for them.
no exactly.
We only do
Yeah.
that to exploit them. We
Yeah.
only do that to exploit
Yeah.
them. That is so fucked up to
It
bring
is.
someone to life, to
To-
enslave them,
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
decapitate them for something, for trivial reasons, taste, convenience, tradition, habit,
Exactly.
that we don't need. And now here comes the best thing. You can stop right now. You can
Yeah.
stop right now.
Yeah.
You
How are
don't.
you gonna stop?
I'm wearing wool right now, so I can't really.
But the thing is, it's about creating a demand to stop that, to not participate anymore in animal exploitation.
Yeah.
If you feel comfortable wearing the hair of an exploited animal who got stabbed to death for that, that's on you. If you want to carry that into the world, who am I to say?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you really want to participate actively from now on in it, because your values are vegan. We
Yeah.
established that very clearly.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
what it is. If you like it or not.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And I'm asking you to
Sure.
read that. And when you turn it around, there's a QR code. One click away, no registration. It's the documentary Dominion. I'm urging you to see for yourself, to look those animals into the eyes and to ask yourself if you really want to participate in one of the biggest atrocities on this earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because let me phrase it like this. The only thing that is different between you and me at the moment is that you are still on the side of the oppressor and I'm on the side of the animals in solidarity. I will always speak up for them. I will never exploit them. And I'm asking reasonable people like you to switch sides because otherwise those animals will never have a fucking chance.
Yeah.
Never. They don't have rights. They don't have any sympathy. The only thing that they have is a shit ton of oppressors,
Yeah.
and I'm just asking you to stop.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay?
Yeah, well,
cool.
thank you for this.
Yeah. Have a
Really-
wonderful
Yeah, yeah,
vegan
you too.
life then, and
I'll try.
I will have for sure.
Yeah.
Love
And
your hair, by the way.
thank you.
So long and healthy.
Yeah, it's because I'm vegan. No, no, but
Love
for,
that.
but for real, please consider those other animals. They're not here for us, but with us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Nobody
I
should.
like that.
Nobody should be here for someone else. Women are not here for men, blacks are not here for whites, and animals are not here for humans.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, and that's a big position.
Yeah.
Okay? Live up to your own values
I will.
Yes.
and don't force animals into existence and into death.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Well,
appreciate you.
Yeah.
Okay?
You have
Thanks a
great...
lot for this interview and it
Yes.
giving me a new perspective.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it gives me.
I
a
hope that
perspective.
you align your actions with your values.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what makes it you when you say one thing but you do the other thing? What
Yeah.
makes that?
Uh,
What's it called?
I don't know what it's called.
I know what it's called, but I forgot.
It's a hypocrite.
Hypocrite, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you're acting hypocritical if you say that you respect animals and that you think there should not be resources and that slavery is bad, discrimination is bad, and all these things. But then you turn around and you support it actively, especially now since you're educated right now. And now you are aware. Until this point, you may have not known, but
Yeah.
now you're aware. And
No.
you have more responsibility because you're stronger and you are more advanced than them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, though.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too.
have great, it's a beautiful weather.
It's really a beautiful day. It's really a beautiful
Great
day. You too. Bye-bye. Inspector Gadget again. That was great. Ah. Hallo, ihr Süßlis. Auch an meine lieben Mods, die da gerade drin sind, weil ich es gerade wieder sehe. Guckt bitte, dass ihr nur so wenig wie möglich löscht, damit der Algorithmus mich nicht bestraft. Also gerne treu Kommentare lassen, Sachen, die mich beleidigen, Sachen, die Tiere von mir aus beleidigen, Sachen, die Veganer beleidigen. Deswegen sind wir hier, um genau deswegen aufzuklären. Aber Sachen, die sehr grenzüberschreitend sind, also das N-Wort und so eine Sachen, sehr krass fremdenfeindliche Sachen, das kann natürlich, muss natürlich raus. Aber ansonsten lasst das gern drin. Auch so Fleisch und Schnitzel, was sie alles schreiben, alles drin lassen, alles drin lassen. Wir wollen natürlich auch beide Seiten gut darstellen. Und es ist natürlich super, wenn die Gegenseite das bringt und nicht mehr drauf hat als das. So, und deswegen bitte, meine lieben Mods, chillt the fuck out und guckt bitte, dass hier immer noch Leute kommentieren können, weil ansonsten gehen die nämlich raus und das ist dann natürlich schlecht. Das ist dann natürlich nur schlecht, schlecht, schlecht. So, ich fand das Gespräch auf jeden Fall richtig, richtig, richtig gut und ich hoffe, dass ich jetzt gleich noch ein nächstes Gespräch habe. Naja, das hier ist ja halt ein Ort der Aufklärung, ne? Also, dass hier Leute sind, die tierfeindlich sind, ist klar. Und die meisten Leute sind ja tierfeindlich. Das ist ja der fucking Joke an der Sache. Hi, wanna try 5 minutes?
Oh, sorry.
So ein süßer Hund, so ein süßer Hund. Ja, genau, das meine ich ja halt. Also ich habe das nämlich gestern schon mitbekommen, dass da viel gebannt wurde und das finde ich nicht gut. Das möchte ich bitte nicht. Einfach laufen lassen, lasst die Leute kommentieren, weil ansonsten gehen die nämlich raus und sind gar nicht mehr mit dabei und pushen den Algorithmus nicht mehr. Und das wollen wir natürlich nicht. Ansonsten muss ich euch jetzt Mods entfernen und das möchte ich auch nicht. gerade Ben, weil ich die auch schon live getroffen habe. Deswegen chill bitte, nur die ganzen Randcases, nur Edge-Cases einfach rausbannen. Und ansonsten lass stehen, lass das drin. Ich kann da natürlich nicht ganz so viel im Auge behalten die ganze Zeit und versuche natürlich im Nachhinein das immer so ein bisschen zu analysieren und so weiter. Und deswegen bitte so wenig wie möglich. Was ist ein süßer Hund? Der kriegt gerade Leckerli. Oh nein, das ist der Süße, steht auf zwei Beinen. Perfekt. Und deswegen bitte einfach, bitte chillt einfach alle. So, chillt einfach alle und löscht nicht jeden raus, bannt nicht jeden raus, nicht jeden ins Timeout, alles Mögliche. Einfach nur wirklich die ganz, ganz krassen Sachen. Also das sind wirklich extrem wenige Sachen. Und den Rest könnt ihr einfach drin lassen, bitte. You have time? 5 minutes? Ich finde es auch sehr hilfreich mit dem Schild, was ich habe, dass am Anfang man diese Werte so abklopft und dass man dann den Leuten halt auch sagt, du, wir haben die gleichen Werte. Das hat uns geholfen. Das fand ich sehr, sehr praktisch, weil ich glaube, das muss den Leuten erstmal klar werden, dass die nicht weit weg sind von irgendeinem Veganer, sondern dass ihr habt vegane Werte, what the fuck. Ja, und ich glaube, sie in dem Gespräch gerade eben hat es auch wirklich gecheckt so, weil sie das auch mit Wicked, mit diesem Film angebracht hat und sie meinte, ja, da drin geht es halt auch darum. Ja, also die hat darüber schon mal nachgedacht, das ist natürlich super. Ist es moralisch vertretbar, wenn man Fleischprodukte für seine Haustiere kauft? Wenn es Alternativen gibt, dann natürlich nicht. Also generell schwierig. Ne? Also weiß nicht, wie man das rechtfertigen kann. Hi! Want to try? Are you okay being live on my YouTube?
Okay, great.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay.
My accent is probably horrible, but...
No, I can understand you perfectly fine. So what's your name?
I'm JP.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Alex.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
Not at all.
Okay, I like that. What if someone is physically stronger than someone else? Should they have the right to oppress them?
Not at all, because that's power also, in a way.
Okay. What if someone is cognitively more advanced than someone else? Should they have the right?
I still don't think so.
Okay, I like that. What if someone has a benefit because of the system that they're both in if they oppress someone else?
My answer is still no.
I like that. I agree with that, by the way.
Great.
Okay, so what if someone has a different DNA, looks different, talks different, walks different? Is it a good justification to oppress, discriminate, exploit someone?
Never. I come from Latin America and, I believe in equality.
Okay, I really like that. Okay, now here comes the hardest part. What about the other animals that we exploit? Is it okay to do that?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Yeah.
think so. I'm very inexperienced in that topic, so I don't know a lot. But yeah, I believe that
Yeah.
something needs to change. The only problem I have is that I don't know how fast it can change.
Yeah.
But
Well, let me clarify one thing. I'm not here to talk about society, other countries, whatsoever. I'm here to talk about you and your values.
okay.
And we just established, my friend, that according to everything that we just walked through, that you have the same values as I have, which means that you have vegan values. Because the vegan position is that we don't exploit, oppress, or discriminate others just because they are not as smart as we are, they're weaker, we would have a benefit when we exploit and oppress them, or because of their DNA, because they have more hair than us, speak a different language whatsoever. Does that align with you?
As I told you, I believe so, but I don't do it immediately. I'm not vegan. I still eat meat.
Yeah.
I still do some things that I hope we can left in the past, but
Okay, so let me ask you another thing then. We use and exploit animals for food, clothing, entertainment, testing, and the pet industry. Do you think that this is a good thing?
no, not at all. Again, I think we
Okay.
need progress. It's archaic. In any way.
Okay, I like that. I agree. Then now here comes the hardest question: how many more animals should be exploited for you from now on?
That's actually the answer. I don't have an answer for.
What do you wish for?
Well, I wish that we can grow past that. I think it's been demonstrable that we don't need to steal or keep exploiting animals or eat animals or pet animals. So I just hope that we can move that forward. But again, I don't know.
What about you? What do you wish for? How many more animals should be exploited, oppressed, and used for you specifically?
Okay, well, if it was a wish, none. None
Great
else.
answer. I like that. I like that. That even proves my point even more that you're vegan, that your values are vegan 100%. The only thing that is different between you and I at the moment is that my actions are aligned with
I
these
agree.
values and yours are not. So, how do you want to continue from this moment on?
Well, I'm trying my best. I mean, in all the ways of my life, so I keep trying until reaching that point, I guess.
Okay. Do you think that trying justice is good enough or doing it?
Well, I think it depends on many things. Again, I don't know if you live here, but Mexico is not Amsterdam in
Yeah.
many ways again. So I think that trying is the start of
Yeah.
actually doing everything. So
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
yeah.
But do you have access to a supermarket where you live?
Yes, I do.
Yes. So the basic foods all around the globe that are the cheapest foods as well are vegan by default. Isn't that great?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. So there's only 4 reasons why people are not going vegan, which are taste, convenience, tradition, or habit. Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you think that any of these 4 reasons is good enough justification from the animal's perspective?
No, from the animal's perspective, no. From the human ones, yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course, because it's
Yeah.
easier. I know,
Yeah,
I get it.
absolutely.
I've been non-vegan for some time in my life too. But we just gotta ask ourselves what we wanna bring into this world and how we view others. And your values are in the right place. And the only question left is if you see other animals as resources that are here to be used for you.
I do, but I don't think I should be doing it. I don't know if
Yeah.
I explain myself. I mean,
I get it, Of course,
my
because you're,
standpoint, yeah.
yeah, you grew up like this and this is what you're
Exactly.
used to. I get it, I completely get it. But do you think that this is fair to view others as resources?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay, so I really like your body language, your values, the way you kept calm and everything because I talked to a lot of people. And my last question would be, what do we call a person that says one thing but does another thing?
I don't know in English right now. It's incongruente, so probably it's non-coherent. That's in
Yeah,
English,
it's
I don't know.
hypocrite.
Hypocrite. Yeah, of course.
Hypocritical. Do you want to continue to be a hypocrite?
No, and I plan to stop being one. But
Okay. I will give you a flyer now. And there's nothing more that I can do from here on because my job as an animal rights activist is to just put a spotlight on your values and to remind you that you and we are actually completely aligned and we agree on these things. The only difference is that you are still on the side of the oppressor and I'm not. I'm on the side of the animals
I
and
agree.
I'm urging you to switch sides.
yeah.
So what do you want to do from now on?
Well, I'll keep trying. As I told you, I'm trying. I mean, I know that you have to make like a radical change. I haven't been able to do it, and I still haven't like that urge inside me, I guess. But every time I gain conscience and I keep growing my conscience, I know that that radical thing is going to happen.
Okay. From the animal's perspective, how urgently would you want yourself to stop exploiting them?
Well, like right now, as I told you. So,
Okay, hold this for a second. There's not much I can do from this moment on except for hoping that you, as a reasonable person with the rational mindset, acts on what is in your heart because you are not against the animals. You're just used to do something blindly that exploits them and you can stop right now.
okay,
Isn't that great?
it is.
You can stop right now. What a powerful thing to do,
I
right?
know, I
to
know.
do the right thing. So please read this flyer for yourself, and on the back side there's a QR code. It leads you one click away to a documentary. It's called Dominion. No registration. You can immediately watch it. Okay.
Okay.
Think about that. Watch it, and until you make a decision whether or not you wanted to exploit other animals, I'm urging you not to do so. Just to be on the cautious side. Read and watch it, and then you can make a decision if you still want to participate in this, okay?
Okay.
But your values speak against that. I don't think that you're a psychopath who loves others being stabbed to death for trivial reasons. And so the only way to do that, to live up to your own standards, is the vegan way.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, have a wonderful vegan life then, and please think about the other animals. They're not here for us, but with us.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good luck.
Bye bye, thank you. Ja, das war doch mal schön. Nur gute Gespräche hier gerade, so stelle ich es mir vor. Chip drüben hat auch Gespräche, sehr schön. So, ein bisschen schade, dass hier so wenig Leute drin sind. Ich hoffe, es liegt nicht daran, weil die Leute hier alles rauslöschen, weil das würde ich dann doch nicht ganz so geil finden. Deswegen bitte mehr Leute hier wieder drin, das wäre ganz gut. Redet mit den Leuten, sprecht sie an und bannt sie nicht nur raus, sondern lasst sie auch mal Müll labern. Das lässt ja auch unsere Seite dann besser dastehen. Das dürfen wir nicht vergessen, liebe Mods. Deswegen chillt bitte und genau, lasst den Leuten da auf jeden Fall den Raum für Quatsch und Nonsens. Ja, ich glaube auch, heute könnte es vielleicht anders nochmal sein, ne, von den Viewern, die mit dabei sind, weil ich gesagt habe oder eingestellt habe bei den Einstellungen, dass ich heute hier englischsprachig mache und das bringt natürlich diesen Livestream nochmal in andere Gefilde rein. Aber die Gespräche sind ja alle auf Englisch, ne? Ich hätte es vielleicht auf Deutsch lassen sollen. Naja, schauen wir mal. Man lernt ja nie aus. Auf jeden Fall, ich bin nächste Woche wieder in Berlin unterwegs, am Brandenburger Tor, mache dann da Outreach. Also da gerne wieder einschalten. Ansonsten mache ich natürlich noch Live-Debatten und allerlei Sachen. Allerlei Sachen. So. Das hat auf jeden Fall schon mal ganz gut funktioniert mit diesem Schild. Das finde ich ganz gut. Okay. Ja, ist schade. Ein bisschen Stillstand habe ich jetzt gesehen. Also der Livestream ist auf jeden Fall nicht ganz so gut jetzt wie die anderen dadurch. Ich wette, es liegt daran an zwei Sachen. Einmal, dass ich, wie gesagt, die Sprache umgestellt habe. Ich hätte es, glaube ich, auf Deutsch lassen sollen, damit einfach die Standardleute einschalten wie sonst. Aber naja, es kann halt nicht alles perfekt sein. Und ansonsten, die Mods, wie gesagt, reißt euch zusammen. Ihr repräsentiert hier mich auch dabei, wenn ihr in den Kommentaren seid. Und vielleicht sollte ich mir das im Nachhinein mal alles ein bisschen durchlesen, was ihr auch selber so schreibt. Weil ich möchte nicht, dass ihr ausufernd werdet, dass ihr Leute angreift und super doll beleidigt. Das finde ich alles nicht gut. Weil es passiert auf meinem Kanal und ihr solltet euch hier bitte vernünftig verhalten. Das sage ich nur mal so generell rein, weil ich einfach noch nicht gelesen habe, was auch meine Mods so schreiben. Und deswegen hoffe ich, dass ihr alle vernunftbasiert argumentiert und auch selber nicht ausfallend werdet. Weil ansonsten muss ich euch wohl oder übel entfernen als Mod, weil das natürlich nicht so schön ist und das auf mich zurückfällt. Ja, auf jeden Fall echt angenehmes Wetter heute. Das finde ich sehr, sehr schön. Sehr, sehr schön. Ja, gestern waren wir hier fast 4 Stunden. Mal sehen, wie lange wir es heute schaffen. Ich muss auf jeden Fall auch irgendwann mal auf Toilette gehen, aber das ist halt, das ist halt der Scheiß, mit dem man zu kämpfen hat, wenn man Live-Outreach macht. Man darf halt vorher nicht so viel essen und trinken. Ich habe vorher ganz schön viel getrunken, deswegen muss ich mich jetzt gerade ein bisschen zusammenreißen. Ja, jetzt haben wir gerade super den Leerlauf, aber ist nicht so schlimm. Nach 2 guten Konversationen ist es auch okay, mal kurz ein bisschen Luft zu haben. Und ja, auf jeden Fall, warte mal, hey Alex, es geht um deine Debatte doch darum, dass man Tiere aus der Gefangenschaft holen soll. Geht es zum Beispiel für Tiere, die man zum Arbeiten benötigt, zum Beispiel Spürhunde? Ja, das Ding ist halt, es gibt halt Edge Cases, wo das natürlich in einer ethischen Abwägung wichtig ist, zu gucken. Aber ich finde halt, Tiere als Ressourcen zu verwenden und sie zu benutzen und sie gar ins Leben zu züchten, um sie auszubilden, um ihnen eine Aufgabe zuzuschreiben, das hört sich alles nicht richtig an. Ich finde halt einfach, Tiere sind keine Ressourcen, selbst wenn sie uns helfen könnten. Aber dann, wir sind doch so schlau, da müssen wir halt andere Wege finden, da müssen wir halt andere Lösungen finden. Ne? Schwierig an sich zu sagen. Ich finde zum Beispiel auch Polizeihunde ganz schlimm. Ich meine, die sind als Waffen klassifiziert. Ja, deswegen sagt man, dass die Hunde scharf sind, wenn sie im Einsatz quasi bereit sind anzugreifen und so. Die werden halt als Waffen registriert. Ich meine, what the fuck? Und das finde ich alles nicht so gut. Ich finde halt einfach, der Mensch sollte davon wegsehen, Tiere als Werkzeuge zu benutzen, als Mittel zum Zweck. Hi, do you have time? 5 minutes? Als Mittel zum Zweck. Und das machen wir ja auch, wenn wir sie für sowas benutzen. Ja? Und ich finde das nicht gut einfach. Also das ist keine vegane Position, das ist ja immer noch Ausbeutung. Wanna try? 5 minutes? Very easy. Oh, das riecht hier so krass nach Gras, Leute. Das ist unglaublich. Amsterdam-Luft. Nett. Riecht sehr schön. Ich finde es so angenehm, ne? Ach, echt ein schönes Wetter. Ja, und deswegen ist gar nicht so einfach, das alles zu beantworten. Aber tendenziell Tierausbeutung ablehnen, einfach Tiere nicht verzwecken, Tiere nicht für irgendwas benutzen, ihnen keinen Nutzen zuschreiben. Dann kannst du halt sowas nicht machen. Ne? Ich meine, würden wir Menschen ins Leben züchten, um die als Spürmenschen auszubilden und zu benutzen und zu verwenden? Klingt doch komisch, oder? Warum ist das bei Tieren dann okay angeblich? Ich sag nein. Ich sag einfach nur nein, sage ich. Und solange wir auch nicht aufhören, Tiere als sowas zu betrachten, wird halt auch ihre Unterdrückung nie aufhören. Ne? Wir sind ja hier nicht zum Spaß. Wir machen das ja, weil wir die Befreiung der Tierheit herbeisehnen und wollen, dass sie aus den herrschenden Klauen der Menschen gelassen werden und nicht mehr verwendet werden für was zum Fick auch immer. Und dann können wir eben das auch nicht mehr rechtfertigen, sowas. Hi, you wanna try? 5 minutes?
No, sorry.
Wanna try? Ja, aber heute generell, ich danke dir für deine Oh, vielen lieben Dank. Danke für die Spende. So sweet von euch. Danke, danke, danke. Hi, you wanna try? 5 minutes? 5 minutes?
Yeah, but what?
About your values. Wanna see if you're a good or a bad person?
Oh God, Jesus Lord.
Yeah?
Is it live?
Yeah, live on my YouTube. Wanna join?
Okay.
Okay, nice. Hi. Okay, so let me just put this down. Okay, so come into view a little bit then. What's your name?
Sina.
Sina, what a beautiful name. Are you German?
Yes.
Ich auch. Wir können auch auf Deutsch reden, wenn du magst. Okay, I'm not quite sure yet. I think let's do it in English for the English-speaking people.
Sense.
Okay.
No problem.
So, should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
Who is the powerful and who is the powerless?
For example, if someone is stronger than someone else, should they have the right to oppress them?
In what context?
Just in the context of being stronger and you can oppress them and use them for your benefit because of it.
I see that the simple answer should be no, of course not. But I think there's more behind it. That's why I'm seeing.
I see, but it's not a trick question. It's really the question about your basic moral
Okay,
values.
then obviously not.
Okay, great. I agree. And what if someone is cognitively more advanced than someone else? Should they have the right to oppress them?
No.
Okay, great. What if someone would benefit due to the system that they're both in if someone oppresses someone else?
What if they benefit from the system?
For example,
No, then because it wouldn't be equal then.
exactly. For example, a white person would benefit if they oppress a black person.
Makes sense.
It's not good.
No,
Right?
it happens.
Yeah, but should it be like this?
No, of course not.
Okay, great. What if someone has different DNA than you, walks different, talks different, looks different, speaks different? Is it a good justification to oppress
Oh, is
and
it about
exploit
to
them?
be vegan?
Maybe.
Oh, of course not.
Okay, great. Are you vegan?
Not yet.
Okay, then let's change that. Okay, so what
But I know
about?
all the arguments.
I bet you don't. Otherwise, you would be vegan.
Ja, ich weiß. Ich bin einfach ein schlechter Mensch.
No.
Kennst du Raffaela?
Ich arbeite mit ihr zusammen, ja.
Ah, wie cool.
Wie cool. Ja, ich bin die radikale Veganerin und wir machen im Brandenburger Tor öfter zusammen Aktivismus. Ja, kommst du aus Berlin?
Nee, aber
Okay.
ich kenn's halt von TikTok.
Ja, wenn ihr mal in Berlin seid, Brandenburger Tor, da sind wir öfter, gerade am Wochenende.
Sind
Und
ganz
so.
im Süden unten.
Okay, aber then let's continue because your values are actually in the right place. And
Yeah.
even if you like it or not, you have vegan values.
Yeah, I do.
So do you think, according to your values, that we should exploit other animals?
No, of course not.
Okay, and now here comes the hardest question. How many more animals should be exploited for and because of you from now
No
on?
more.
So what's the solution?
Be vegan.
What are you going to do from now on?
Probably not be vegan.
Why not? What is holding you back?
I know the taste is not a good argument, but it's that. And also that it's how you grew up. And I know it's not a good argument, but it's so hard to just change everything. But it's very hard for the animals not to be killed and for me to stop eating them.
Exactly. So it's convenience, tradition, habit, taste.
Yeah.
But from the victim's perspective, you would not accept that as a
Of course
justification.
not, because it makes no sense. Why would
Okay,
you do
so how can I help you? What would help you to stop oppressing other animals right now?
if my surroundings and my family and my friends would all be vegan, because I think then it's way easier than to do that, because I have a friend that is, and of course if I'm going out with her or sharing food with her, it's always going to be vegan, because of course I want her to eat it.
Okay, but what if I tell you that for your family and friends that are not vegan, it would be so much easier to become vegan when you turn vegan first?
Yeah, probably. I've been vegetarian for, I don't know, a few years, and it didn't change them. It just made them more hate on animals. My brother is like way in far right in Germany here.
Oh God, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
not here, there.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's
That's
hard.
why I left the country actually on Monday after the votings. Just like,
Reasonable, we did that too.
Yeah, just like, gotta go, bye bitches. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
And in my city part where we live, like at CDU and the AfD are the
Oh
highest.
my God, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm happy that I'm in Berlin actually, because at least there are some reasonable people.
better.
Yeah, a little bit better. But still, let me ask you this. Do you think that it's okay to view little Tilda as a resource?
No, of course not.
No.
Because why would you do that? You wouldn't
Absolutely.
make
So
fun of
if little
humans.
Tilda is here in front of you and there is the option between exploiting her and using her for your benefit and cutting her throat for you and not doing that, would you like that?
No. I wouldn't also be able to kill an animal.
Okay, so does it make sense for you to then turn around and to support that, to participate?
No, of course not.
Okay.
I ate vegan Maya today.
Okay, that's really nice. I just want to clarify the urgency of the issue, because from the animals' perspective, they don't have a chance at all. They don't have rights. They don't have the option to speak up. That's why I'm here for them. The only thing that they have at the moment is you as an oppressor. And I think that should change, because you are like me. We have the same values. The only thing that is different between you and I at the moment is that you are on the side of the oppressor and I'm on the side of the animals, and I don't exploit them, I speak up for them.
I had that discussion many times with my partner, because he has a way different view on the animal industry, because he had that different view between like house animals and like pets and wie heißt es Deutsche?
Domesticated animals?
Wie heißt es Deutsche? Nutztiere. Genau.
Nutztier, das N-Wort, das größte N-Wort unserer Gegenwart.
Domesticated animals, and he has like a strong view between them, because he says, of course, if he has a cow and it's his pet, then of course he's not going to eat it, but if it's not close to him, he doesn't care, and he compares it to family, because it says if someone's mother dies in another city, he wouldn't care.
Yeah,
because
but
it's not
still,
his mother.
but you would not go out and
And kill a mother.
stab someone's mother just because you don't know them personally. And
It's a good thing.
and I think the bare minimum of respect that others deserve is to not exploit them. Like, that's the bare fucking minimum. It's not
To not
much.
kill them.
It's not much to ask for, you know. And since you have the option to reject that commodification, since your values are in the right place, and since you already know about all of that, the only rational thing for you to do is to make the decision, the bold decision, and to be like, okay, you know what, enough. I don't want to push this anywhere further than here. 0 animals should be exploited from now on. And then you make a stance, you live by it. It takes a week or two to get used to it, to figure it all out. But honestly, there's so much help online, and especially on Rafaela's website.
Yeah, how to become vegan.
Yeah, there is a
everything.
free protein guide, a free how
And
to be
her
vegan
cooking
guide.
channel.
The cooking
It's
channel.
always on my For You page.
Oh my God, girl, then please, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to not be vegan for you, really. And I think this might be the last stepping stone that had to face you. I'm talking to you, not as Alex right now, but for all the animals that are still oppressed by you, stop.
And her.
Are you
Get
vegan?
her. Get her in the boat.
Same like her. I was vegetarian for like 4 years.
Yeah, I was vegetarian for a very long time of my life because I thought it can't be that bad, oh, whatever. But then I watched Dominion, a documentary, and I turned vegan overnight because I don't want to participate in one of the biggest atrocities on this planet. These are the most vulnerable little angels that we exploit. And you don't even have to love them to respect them, but on top of the respect, I fucking love animals. So how could I ever use them as slaves? I mean, they're not free, right? They're our property.
Do you see it like in general that would you never eat an animal even if it was at your farm?
Well, I don't view animals as food as much as I don't view you as food.
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't eat if a human drops dead on the ground. I would not go there, yummy, yummy, and start eating them because I don't consider them food as much as I don't consider other bodies food or what comes from them.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think that anything that comes from your body is a resource for me.
Yeah.
I don't think your hair or your period or whatever is a resource for me to consume.
Yeah.
Also, what comes out of a bird or a mother cow is not here for me. This is such a wild thought when you think about it.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do from now on? Hold this. What are we going to do from now on?
I know I should be vegan. And I know that I have the values and I know I have all the arguments. And as Rafaela is saying, there is no valid argument against being vegan because taste isn't one. And haben wir schon immer so gemacht is also
you know
one of
all
them.
the stupid arguments.
I know, because I've seen all the videos.
Listen to me. The animals need you on their side because if reasonable people like you who understand the issue, who are not against the animals, who are not brutal psychopaths who run around.
I love my cats.
I have cats too. And
so
you know
cute.
these are little persons running around with own interests, right?
Yeah.
If
yes, he has his own head.
If reasonable people like you don't go vegan, then the animals will never have a fucking chance. They need you absolutely right now.
Because people like my brother wouldn't do it. Ever.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can't afford to have reasonable people not to go vegan, especially when their values and their hearts are in the right place. So the hardest thing, I think, is to say, okay, from now on, I will be vegan. So maybe that's something that you should say then.
Maybe let's try for this trip. And maybe if I can see it's not that hard, as I already know because I've ate vegan before many times, maybe I can continue.
Do we try justice or do we do it?
Now we do it.
You would not try to be a feminist. Oh, I just
try
it.
to not kill someone today.
Yeah, you see, that sounds just like so unreasonable, right?
That.
So how about you just say from now on that you stop exploiting animals? I mean, how old are you, may I ask?
I'm 22.
Okay, how old are you?
Same.
Oh.
Okay, so
10 days, bitch.
Okay, so both of you have used animals for 22 years of your life. You've exploited other animals for 22 years. Don't you think
I've been being a vegan in my life.
Yeah, okay, but you get it. Don't you think it's time to stop right now?
It is. Should be.
So
let's do it.
Let's do it, okay? You too?
Yeah.
You do it together, it's easier then. And we need strong people, strong women, okay, that lead this movement, okay? We cannot afford to be quiet on this. We cannot afford to throw the to throw the animals under the bus, okay? Because otherwise they will never have a chance. They will never have rights, and they will always be oppressed and dominated by us. It's not fair, right?
It's not fair.
Okay,
It
so
makes
then.
no sense.
Vegan from the girl, come on. Okay, and I will also give you my contacts for my social media because it's German. Can you hold this for a second?
Of course.
And then I'm urging you to just follow me. I do a lot of crazy content too, so it's also fun to watch. You will also see Rafaela and me doing stuff together. And
I think I already follow her.
Yeah. I think you might see my red hair pop up here and there. So that's that. And if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you need help whatsoever, feel free to message me, okay? And I'm happy to help you out. And remember, all those other animals, they are just as, little persons as our cats are. So when you would never want your pets to be, your cats to be oppressed, exploited, or eaten, or that someone wears their skin, that someone puts them in the gas chamber, slits their throat, electrocutes them. What the hell are we even talking about? Okay? Great, guys. Thank you for having the nice talk. Have a wonderful vegan life, okay? And see you on Instagram, and you can watch that conversation back on my YouTube channel as well. Okay, bye-bye. Have a wonderful vegan life. Bye-bye. Schön, sag ich, Leute. Schön, schön, schön. Das war ein sehr schönes Gespräch. Die waren wirklich sehr süß und vegan ab jetzt. So, ich muss so kurz meine Jacke zumachen. Chip drüben immer noch am Diskutieren. Ich bin so froh, dass ich heute so gute Gespräche habe. Ich habe es vorher prophezeit. Ich habe heute Morgen gesagt zu ihm, boah, gestern war irgendwie so blöd irgendwie. Ich glaube, heute habe ich bessere Gespräche und ich glaube, es ist auch die Einstellung. Wenn man mit der Einstellung rangeht, dann werden die Gespräche halt auch besser. So Leute, wie fandet ihr es? Wie fandet ihr es? Ich glaube, es war gut. Und ja, ich befürchte, dass heute die Reichweite ein bisschen niedriger ist aufgrund der Spracheinstellungen. Aber ja, ich bin ja nur nicht jeden Tag hier in Amsterdam. Das passt schon. Ich bin froh, dass trotzdem ein bisschen was los ist. Und ja, danke auf jeden Fall für alle Leute, die zuhören, die schon gespendet haben. Das unterstützt mich natürlich richtig doll in meinem Aktivismus. Hi, you wanna try? 5 minutes. Okay. Und ja, ich finde auch, es waren gute Gespräche bis jetzt. Also die letzten 3 Gespräche waren super und vor allen Dingen jetzt hier gerade 2 Damen veganisiert, die haben es verstanden. Ich glaube, die haben bloß noch diesen letzten Schubs gebraucht. Und deswegen, danke nochmal an Raffaela, dass sie so viel Vorarbeit auch leistet, weil wenn die nicht schon damit konfrontiert gewesen wären, hätte ich jetzt viel mehr aufklären müssen. Und von daher, super Sache. Ich muss mal kurz hier meine Füße wieder warm treten. Und finde es auch ganz gut, dass ihr da in den Kommentaren so ein bisschen rumdiskutiert und so weiter. Und ja, danke auf jeden Fall an alle Leute, die hier supporten, die auch mal eine Spende reindroppen und so. Das geht natürlich alles in Plakatdruck, in Flyerdruck, in Visitenkartendruck, in Stickerdruck, in meiner Arbeitszeit auch. Darf man auch nicht vergessen. Steckt ja auch immer ein Haufen Arbeit drin. Scheiße, einen Podcast hätte ich mir noch empfehlen können. Na egal, wenn die mir folgen, werden die es schon sehen. Hi, wanna try?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You too? Okay, it's just 5 minutes. Are you okay being live on my YouTube?
What's the Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you see. I just test your value. See if you're a good or bad person. Want to try?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, then come in picture, please.
Okay.
Okay. So what's your name?
Luke.
Can you come in a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
Define oppress.
To use someone for your own benefit and disregarding their interests?
No.
Okay. What if someone is physically stronger than someone else? Should they have the right to oppress them?
No.
Okay. What if someone is cognitively more advanced than someone else? Should they have the right to oppress them?
It should be taken into account in their role in society, but they shouldn't be oppressed because of that.
Okay, but we should rather protect them and, care for them when we are stronger,
Sure,
more
yeah,
clever,
yeah.
right? I agree, okay. What if someone has a benefit due to the system that they're both in when they oppress someone else?
So could you repeat that? I don't.
What if due to the system that both are in, for example, a white person would have a benefit if they oppress a black person? Would that be okay?
No, I think someone should be. Judged on their actions and their person,
Yeah.
not necessarily their ethnicity.
Okay, so discriminating others based on DNA is not good.
No, but I think it is maybe not right, but it's logical to discriminate based on what people do.
Yes, I agree. So if someone does something bad actions, we should judge those bad actions, right?
Yes, yeah, of
I
course.
agree, I agree.
But it's wrong to just look at someone and say, yeah, you're bad just because by the way they look.
Yeah. And what about if someone looks different, talks different, walks different, has more hair than you on their body or whatever? Would it be okay to discriminate them?
I mean, you can have an opinion. if it's right to voice that opinion, that's a whole different story. I mean, of course you can have an opinion on someone. I think that's freedom of speech. You know, you can look at someone that looks differently than you and think, oh yeah, they're different.
But to oppress them based of it?
No, of course not. But I think oppressing is a very harsh term for that. But yeah, no, of course not.
Okay. Okay, so what about the other animals that we exploit? Should we do that?
Do you have examples or?
Well, for example, the animals that we use for food, clothing, entertainment, testing, the pet industry, transport, and so on. Should we do that?
Well, I see where this is going. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a vegan myself. Definitely not. I think I am of the opinion that humans require like meat to properly sustain themselves. Of course, there's something to be said for how the way animals are slaughtered. Of course, it's harsh. It's very harsh. But I think humans have been doing it for a very long time. And I think I think it's a different story when we, for example, we use monkeys to test DNA or to test the makeup. I think that's wrong.
So there are different points that you just brought up. Let me just reply to them.
Of course.
So what if you found out that you can get all of the nutrition from animal-free sources? Would that insensitize you to stop eating animals for nutrition?
Which sources? Because in a lot of, for example, there's biological forms of butter, which have been proven to be very bad for you. Because to make up for the lack of protein and creatine in the normal meat, they do have to put things in the food to make it, nutritious. I mean, I'm of the opinion. Of course, we won't agree on that, because I think the best way to eat is just protein-rich diet, creatine-rich diet, which is just the best to come from meat. And of course, it's very harsh when you see videos online of like factories where baby chickens are massively slaughtered. Of course, it's very harsh. Yeah, definitely. But I think whether I eat a sausage tonight or not, it's gonna happen anyways.
Okay, because you bring one point after the other, I just want to reply to some of them,
Yeah,
okay?
Sure. I don't have a lot of time because we have to go to the museum and
Okay. Then let me just phrase it like this. So science is definitely on our side, that we can thrive in an animal-free diet, and there are a lot of vegan bodybuilders out there who prove that and who can thrive and build muscles, like my friend over there, by the way. He's also a powerlifter, and he's vegan for years now, and I also haven't eaten meat in over 20 years. I'm still here, so we don't need that to survive. We can get all of our nutrients from other sources. That's the first thing.
Course. Yeah, no,
okay. And my question just is, if you think that discriminating others based off that they're not humans, that they are other animals, is a thing that aligns with your values, since we established that you actually have vegan values.
I don't think being against the basic principle of oppression is necessarily vegan. I think that's just a human value. But
it's not, because we oppress those animals, right?
Well, I mean, with this opinion, you are showing that you think. Well, I mean, of course, I love animals. I have 2 cats at home. But nevertheless, if I would have to survive, I would kill a deer in a forest, because
but since you have options when you go into a supermarket, you are not relying on a survival situation. You can choose what you create a demand for, right? Let me finish, please.
Yeah, of course.
So when you, for example, create a demand because you buy animal products, along the line it happens that you tell the farmer to breed more animals into existence. You tell the slaughterhouse workers, you pay them actually to decapitate more animals, so that the animal that you just bought in the shelf gets replaced, because supply and demand. This is what you support, and this is the kind of oppression, one effect of the oppression of other animals that we have. So of course we use them for other things too, not only for food, but as I said, for clothing, entertainment, testing, the pet industry, transport, and so on. And what do you think from the animals' perspective? We have the option to exploit them or not. What do you think is preferable from their perspective?
I think harvesting animals is.
What do you mean harvesting? We harvest plants. What do you mean harvesting?
Yeah, no, you have a point, but I think that if you look at it from a Christian perspective, we were given animals. Animals eat each other as well. We're animals too. And I think, let me finish, please. You brought up a supermarket. I don't buy meat in a supermarket because it's very produced. It's shit food basically. I live in a very rural area, in a small town. I'm a small town boy, and we have just a local butcher. You know, I know the guy. I know his family. I know the way the animals are taken care of. Their lives are ended as humanely as possible. I see the cows grazing in the fields when I go to school or when I take a walk. I think what you're describing here is, of course, the food industry is in general is pretty bad, but I think if you have a butcher or a farmer that treats his animals well, because I know some farmers, because I live in a very small town, and they love the cows, they love their animals, but
I bet they love to use them as a resource and to chop them in pieces and to sell them to keep their business running. I bet also, by the way, do undercover investigations on the small free-range bio super duper farms. So I've been there and I've seen it with my own eyes. The thing is, even on the small farms, we still view those animals as resources and we enslave them for trivial reasons, although we can stop doing that. Do you think that this is fair from their perspective?
I think from my perspective, you are
from their perspective.
only taking into account the very big the very big animal farms, the very big
I'm talking about the best case scenario, the best farm. They can run around, they have the best food, they never get tortured, they don't suffer, but still they are bred to be exploited and killed for something optional.
I think, with all due respect, that's nature.
Okay, and you base and
hierarchy. We are.
Okay, and so if someone comes and is stronger than you, that's also natural if he punches you to death and eats you?
Is it oppression if a tiger kills a lamb?
Well, it kind of is, but you gotta ask yourself if you want to base your own morals of what other animals do, because lions also eat their own cubs and rape other lions, and if you think that this is a good justification for you to do the same.
I don't necessarily think it's. I don't think animals don't know what rape is. It's a human construct.
Yeah, but you do. You have a moral system, right?
Yeah,
and you can rationalize, and this is why you can stop oppressing other animals, right?
Eating other animals. I believe that every living creature, we are mammals. We don't make our own food. We have to we have to consume other organisms for that.
Yeah. So why not choose organisms that don't have a subjective experience, that don't have a central nervous system and a brain and own interests?
Because I believe that it is healthy to eat meat. I'll be honest with you. In the last 2 years, I've started working out a lot more. I've probably doubled my meat consumption along with dairy products like milk. I felt a lot better since. I've grown a lot. I've gotten stronger. I think humans have been eating meat for generations, so I think it's normal.
What if I tell you that there are so many vegan bodybuilders out there who can easily thrive and gain muscles without exploiting other animals?
I mean, fair to them. That wouldn't stop me from eating meat, though.
Okay.
Probably.
Let me ask you this last question, because you seem to be not interested in finding solutions to stop exploiting animals, but rather excuses. How many more animals should be exploited for you from now on? What do you wish for?
I wish that we find solutions to make it more humane.
How can you humanely kill someone who doesn't want to die?
Well, see, the meat I consume mostly is because, like cows, they have a good life, and when they're, they're ready. It sounds harsh.
We all kill them at a fraction of their lifespan, right? I mean, we don't eat old and sick animals. We eat the young animals, and once they're at the right weight, we decapitate them, and that's what happens.
Yeah. Well, when you put it like that, it sounds very harsh. Then again, I believe in a type of hierarchy in nature.
Okay, so might makes right? So might makes right?
I mean, in this case, because it's not human beings. And I think I think there is a difference between animals and human beings.
Yes. Okay. What's the difference that justifies the different treatment? Can you name it?
Because humans are very intelligent people, and we know when we are like if I say to him right now I hate the way you're clothing. Humans, we respond to that. We have emotions. A cow, they wouldn't care. And then because where I kind of I think where our path split is when I asked you if a tiger eats a lamb, if that's oppression, and you said yeah. I think that's a perfect example, because it's just
from the lamb's perspective, it would be oppressed, of course.
But it's nature,
yeah. Cancer is also nature. It doesn't mean that it's good or ethical, right?
No, but it's a part of life. And I think what you're describing is like a utopia almost. You know, it's a perfect world where
Yeah,
animals
I'm just asking because your values in the beginning were at the right place and they aligned with my values too. But then out of the sudden you split directions as soon as someone has a different DNA and is cognitively not on your level and is not as strong as you and looks different, walks different, talks different, and all of a sudden oppression, enslavement, and using someone as a resource is okay just because
I
they
believe-
don't have human DNA, right?
I believe that animals are not equal to humans.
I don't believe that either. No, they're very different. And of course, a pig is not able to go vote or to drive a car. I completely agree. But these differences are not a good enough justification to stab someone, but not the other one. See, you and I, we are very different. You are male, I'm a female. I'm maybe older. I think I might
You
be.
probably are, yeah.
Yeah. I'm older than you are, and we have different experiences, different eye colors, but none of these differences are good enough justifications to stab me to death and not you.
No, because you are a human being.
Okay, so if someone is not Homo sapiens, it's okay to decapitate them, to use them as a resource, to enslave them?
Hierarchy.
Yeah, so might makes right, yeah? So if
in-
someone is stronger or cognitively more advanced than you, it's okay
Yeah, so
that they oppress you?
I want to study. Later on, I want to study psychology, and I think it's very interesting what you're doing because you're trying to make people feel a certain way because you first off you say very logical things about like oppressing humans, and then you kind of switch that around to make them feel bad about eating animals. I think.
Well, because there is no morally relevant trait that justifies the different treatment. You can name it. So.
Well, no.
And
it's
I'm not, and I'm not the one.
You made a joke. Sorry.
And I'm not the one eating other bodies, so I don't need a justification, whereas you do. And I'm
I
just
think
asking
if
you
if
for
you
what
look
the
around- if you look around right
justification
now,
is.
I think 90% of the people here eat meat.
Yeah. What about you? I'm talking to you only, right?
What about your grandparents? How do you think they grew strong and old?
What happens in the past happened in the past. I'm interested in how can we make things better from here, and I don't judge people of what they did until this moment, until I talk to them and ask them if they still want to continue to exploit animals for trivial reasons.
If you look at how we execute pigs, you know, it's there's two methods. There's gassing them,
I know.
and then
I've seen it with my own eyes. I filmed it too. So.
And then you can. There's also just shock and a needle gun. I think I think the latter is a lot more humane. I think that's a solution.
Okay, but when you have the option between killing a pig brutally and killing them less brutally and not killing them at all, what do you think from their perspective would be the most preferable option?
My most preferable option would
from
be
their perspective, not your perspective, from the animal's perspective.
I can't really speak for an animal, I suppose, because you're asking me. I'm not a pig, so.
Okay, so if you would be in their position, what would you prefer?
Well, I would prefer not to be slaughtered. But,
Great, and that's the vegan position there, yeah.
Well, of course, because it makes sense. If I were to ask you right now, would you rather die than live, you would probably say live. At least I hope so.
Yes,
so that's,
and I don't want to be stabbed to death for trivial reasons for someone else because people think that
I don't really think
they can
nutrition is a
oppress me.
Trivial reason.
Well, you can get nutrition from other places, so that's the taste is your trivial reason, and convenience and habit and tradition. These are trivial reasons, and
I think whereas you are a lot less traditional than me, so
Yeah.
I believe that eating meat is necessary, and you might believe something else, like that's fine.
well, science is on my side. Let me ask you another thing then, so we can come to an end here.
Yeah.
Would you find it okay, according to your values, if we do the same things to humans, what we do to these animals, so to forcefully breed them into existence, to enslave them, to exploit them, to use them as much as we need, and once they're no longer considered profitable, we decapitate them and replace them with a new human?
As I have already told you 53 times now, I do not believe that animals are equal to humans. As in,
and now, name the trait difference that justifies the different treatment for the 100th time.
because we're human beings. You know,
Okay, that's a circular reasoning. A ball is a ball because it's a ball. So, what is the morally relevant trait difference that justifies the different treatment?
Well, I mean, if you look around, if you look at just society right now, sheep didn't build this, cows didn't build this. I believe that humans were put on the earth to rule it, and I think we should treat humans equally, of course, because we're human beings. We have mostly the same amount of intelligence. We have, you know,
I don't agree with that. I think there are humans that are not as intelligent as other humans, and I think there's a lot of proof of that.
Well, I mean, of course, there's difference. Like people below the Mediterranean Sea, they have like 40 IQ points less overall. That's just a statistic. But that still makes them human beings, and I believe that.
So is the different than species?
He wants to go because we have to go to the museum.
I see. So is the different species?
Yes.
So discriminating others based on DNA is good then, yes?
Human is someone being black or white doesn't make them a different species because we are all humans.
Yeah,
that's
but
a
I
race.
ask you if discriminating others based on DNA is a good thing. You said no, but suddenly it's okay. So that's a contradiction in your value system.
No, but this is a very backwards argument because we are not animals.
We're literally mammals, my guy.
Yeah, well, I'm not your guy, first of all. Well, okay, of course we are mammals, of course, but we are just a higher. It's just as I said, hierarchy.
So might makes right, yeah?
In this case, yes. In with humans, no.
Okay. You're a very dangerous guy with your value system.
fine.
If you really think that Mike makes right, I hope you never meet someone who's stronger and more intelligent than you who thinks the same and who oppresses you because of that.
May I ask where you're from, maybe?
Berlin, Germany.
You're from Berlin, yeah.
Yes.
I think you should go to a rural area once. You should go to.
Oh, I've been there. I do undercover investigations. I've visited hundreds of small farms.
Undercover investigations.
Yes, of course.
I see. Well, good luck with infiltrating farms. I don't know. I hope you stay tolerant of other opinions and.
I tolerate opinions, but not violence. And your actions are very violent towards others. And violence is not an opinion; it's an act. And you are acting very violent towards other animals. And you can stop right now. Ja. Der war es nicht mehr wert, dass ich ihm einen Flyer gebe. Sorry, aber der hat mich auch so gelangweilt. Very boring conversation. Yeah, very selfish person, animal abuser, I think you saw it in my body language that I was just like really turned off by this guy in a way that I lost interest so quickly because of his stupidness. But yeah, there's people like this and there are people like the ones before. So yeah. So, ja, echt schade, dass jetzt die Quote hier so ein bisschen runter ist. Ich befürchte, das liegt wirklich an der Einstellung. Naja, schauen wir mal, ob ich jetzt noch ein Gespräch kriege. Ansonsten sind wir auch schon eine Weile online. Warte mal, wir sind jetzt 150 Minuten. Das sind ja dann fast 3 Stunden, oder? Oder was? Ja, und ihr habt es gerade gemerkt, er konnte mir keinen ethisch relevanten Unterschied zwischen uns und den anderen Tieren nennen, der die Ungleichbehandlung rechtfertigt. Er hat rumgestottert, ist immer wieder ausgewichen. Ist von Punkt zu Punkt gesprungen, konnte es nicht rechtfertigen. Wahnsinnig langweiliger Gesprächspartner, sehr instabil in seinem Wertesystem. Und zu enden auf der Note Might makes right ist natürlich super doll gefährlich. Also ich bin nicht impressed. I don't like it. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm a little bit. I try to remember the 3 good conversations or the 4 good conversations I had before that. So, but people like this are really draining, actually. Leute wie die rauben einem echt viel Energie, muss man wirklich sagen. Ja, ich glaube noch so 1, 2 Gespräche hätte ich gern. Und dann würde ich mir gerne mal die Stats angucken, weil hier so wenig Leute drin sind. Und ich befürchte wirklich, ich hätte das nicht umstellen sollen am Anfang, dass die Gespräche auf Englisch sind. Vielleicht wäre das dann weiter in einem guten, gut angezeigt worden. Ich glaube, heute die Reichweite bei dem Stream ist nicht so hoch. Schade, weil die Gespräche waren wirklich besser als die von gestern. Aber ja, was sollen wir machen, ne? Was sollen wir machen? Süße kleine Hunderin hier alle rum. Wirklich, wirklich, wirklich. Ja, Chip redet drüben mit einem kleinen Jungen gerade. Oder mit dem Mädchen, keine Ahnung, sehe ich natürlich nicht von hinten. Ja, und ich gucke mal, dass ich jetzt hier noch eine andere reasonable person heute finde, weil Ich will den Livestream immer nicht auf so einem Gespräch enden lassen und so, aber Gott, war der draining auf jeden Fall. Yeah, the guy ticked all these boxes. Hi. Ja. Muss man manchmal echt so erstmal sacken lassen, was es für Leute gibt. So. Und vor allem auch, sorry, ne, aber er hat hier sowas von rumgestottert. Und ich bin ja normalerweise nicht so, dass ich darauf so rumreite, aber er wirkte auch so all over the place. Keine guten Argumente. Man hat aber auch gemerkt, dass ihm die Tiere halt scheißegal sind. Weil ich habe ihn immer gefragt, aus der Sicht der Tiere. Und er sagt, ja, aus meiner Sicht. Ja, und aus Sicht der Tiere, ja, aus meiner Sicht. Wie so ein Anfänger halt, ja. Wie so ein absoluter Anfänger. Ja, naja, schauen wir mal. Also ein gutes Gespräch hätte jetzt ist auch die Sonne weg. Jetzt bin ich ein bisschen sad. Hi, you wanna try? 5 minutes? Okay. Okay. Naja, ich lese mir das jetzt ja nicht alles durch. Reiner Wahnsinn. Ist der Name vielleicht Programm? Man weiß es nicht. Yeah, I think I maybe should have talked English the entire time, so maybe more people would have joined, but let's see. I think it's still good if the conversations are up there for people to watch it later. So, and now there's no people here, almost no people. A lot of people on the bike. So I'm not sure of how long we're going to do live stream today. I think we started at around 2. Yeah, okay, so it's 2.5 hours. So yeah, a little bit more to go. Ja, aber ich glaube, ich habe es heute ganz gut geregelt, dass ich mich nicht in Rage geredet habe mit Leuten. Hi, you wanna try? Social experiment, 5 minutes.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Ach, ja. Ich habe auch echt Bock einfach, ich sag's dir 30 Mal im Stream, ja, aber ich habe so Bock auch einfach, dass Sommer ist und dass ich mich hier einfach auch mal in einem geilen Outfit draußen hinstellen kann und dass mir dabei warm ist und ja, da habe ich schon ein bisschen mehr Bock drauf und bin gespannt, wie es bei Chip drüben ist. Ach, jetzt hat der Junge, der da vorhin, der kam ja auch mit dem Fahrrad vorbei, der wollte erst zu mir, aber da war bei mir besetzt, jetzt hat er mit Chip gesprochen. Ich bin ganz, ganz doll gespannt. Auf jeden Fall danke für alle Leute, die zugeschaltet haben. Und ob ich Antinatalistin bin? Tja, ich bin kinderfrei und ich möchte auch kinderfrei bleiben. Ich bin für mich persönlich Antinatalistin, kann man sagen. Ob das jetzt die Lösung wäre für die Welt, not sure. Aber ich kann von meiner Perspektive aus nicht rechtfertigen, jemandem die Existenz aufzuzwingen, weil das ist eine Entscheidung, die man für jemanden trifft. Und ich kann das nicht rechtfertigen. Gerade wenn man sich mal anschaut, wie der Stand der Welt ist, das kann ich einfach nicht rechtfertigen. Und deswegen möchte ich auch keine Kinder in die Welt zwingen und möchte das nicht machen. Das hat aber nichts mit meiner sonstigen Position zu tun. Das ist unabhängig von der veganen Position. Und wenn andere Leute Kinder kriegen wollen, so be it. Aber ich kann es nicht rechtfertigen. Könnte ich nicht. Und ich liebe auch meine theoretischen Kinder viel zu sehr, als dass ich denen diese Welt... Komm her! Nice. Als dass ich denen diese Welt auferlegen könnte. Und da Existenz zwangsweise immer mit Interessenverletzungen einhergeht, sehe ich es nicht. Sehe ich nicht, wie ich das rechtfertigen kann, wie ich es auch sein lassen kann. Weil da ist ja jetzt kein Topf voll mit Seelen, der irgendwo rumsteht und die Seelen weinen, weil sie noch nicht geboren werden oder geboren sind. Ja, und das ist dann natürlich... ja, irgendwie, ne? Muss man da mal so ein bisschen das sacken lassen. Hallo. Hi. Süß. Ja, und das ist auf jeden Fall der Grund, warum ich kinderfrei bleiben werde und will und warum mein Partner und ich jetzt gerade auf eine Vasektomie sparen. Weil Kondome ja auch teuer und lästig und brauchen wir nicht. Wollen wir nicht. Wir wollen das nicht. Ja, und ich will aber auch nicht schwanger werden, um Gottes Willen. Ich will auch kein Kind gebären müssen. Das finde ich extrem gruselig, den Gedanken. Also einen kleinen Menschen aus mir rauszupressen, irgendwie nicht. Also Respekt an alle Leute, die das schon hinter sich haben. Und Respekt auch an alle Leute, die Kinder haben und das machen, weil what the fuck einfach, das ist ja total die krasse Aufgabe. Ich wäre auch einfach gar nicht bereit dazu, sage ich, wie es ist. So, ist nicht mein Lifestyle. Ist nicht mein Lifestyle. Ja, ich hoffe, das beantwortet die Frage so ein bisschen. Jedenfalls, ich könnte es nicht rechtfertigen, ein Kind zu zeugen. So. Und zumal, dann würden ja auch so viele Ressourcen und Zeit drauf gehen für diesen Menschen. Und da gibt es auch keine Garantie, dass der Mensch für immer vegan bleibt. Dann. Deswegen ist mir zu risky auch, muss ich sagen. Und ich will lieber die Ressourcen benutzen, um mich für die anderen Tiere einzusetzen, die ich auch als meine Kinder ansehe. Meine nicht verwandten Kinder, aber doch schon irgendwie so. Wir sind alles kleine Spielkinder. Guckt euch an. Süßmöwe. Ja, das sind alles kleine Spielkinder, einfach. Hallo, habt ihr mal gesehen, wie süß die alle sind? Unabhängig davon, ja, man muss Tiere nicht süß finden, aber fuck man, ich finde Tiere voll süß einfach, alle. Hä? Niedlich einfach. Was die alle, habt ihr schon mal gesehen, wie eine Taube läuft? Wie süß das aussieht, wenn die rumläuft mit dem Kopf so? Habt ihr schon mal gesehen? Ich habe ein Video gemacht auf einem Lebenshof, wo ein Huhn irgendwo oben ran wollte, weil es da Essen gab. Und dann ist das Huhn auf der Stelle einmal so hochgesprungen. Das ist eines der witzigsten Videos ever, weil das so süß und unbeholfen aussieht. Hi, you wanna try?
No way.
Oder wenn ihr mal auch guckt, wenn Kühe aufgeregt sind und auf der Wiese spielen und einander jagen oder wenn sie so mit großen Bällen spielen und so, ist mega süß. Weiß nicht, alle möglichen Tiere. Oder wenn Krähen, die sind auch so unglaublich verspielt und wenn Schnee so auf Autos drauf liegt, dann nutzen sie es als Rutsche und rutschen dann immer wieder runter, gehen nach oben, rutschen immer wieder runter. Ja, die spielen halt auch, die mögen halt auch das Spaß zu haben. So, einfach toll, einfach toll. Ich finde Vögel auch besonders witzig, muss ich echt sagen. Also ich habe ja auch selber mal mit Vögeln zusammengelebt, als ich jünger war. Hi, you wanna try? Und ja, einfach wahnsinnig witzige kleine Kreaturen. Und Tiere einfach toll. Ich mag Tiere einfach. Es gibt natürlich manche Tiere, die möchte ich gerne, dass sie auf Abstand bleiben bei mir, weil die mir auch sehr gefährlich werden könnten. Aber ich kann sie trotzdem von weitem bewundern und von weiter weg sie appreciaten und toll finden. Und wir denken, Mann, sind die süß und cool. Also selbst so ein Alligator, der irgendwo im Wasser schwimmt, wenn da bloß so die Augen rausgucken, sorry, sieht voll niedlich aus, würde ich natürlich trotzdem nicht gerne in meiner Nähe haben. Oder dass er Hunger auf mich hat, wäre nicht so geil. Aber süß ist er trotzdem irgendwie. One try. 5 minutes. Test your values. Are you good or a bad person?
Good or bad person, okay.
Yeah, want to try?
Try.
Okay, nice. So, are you okay being live on my YouTube? There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, hi, what's your name?
Łukasz.
Lucas, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Alex. Are you from Germany?
No, I'm from Poland.
Ah, okay, I thought I heard the accent or what. Okay, should the powerful have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
No, okay. What if someone is physically stronger than someone else? Should they have the right to oppress them?
If someone is stronger, this person have no rights to
discriminate, to oppress
to
them.
discriminate.
Okay, I like that. What about if someone is cognitively more advanced than someone else? Should they have the right to oppress them?
Also no.
Yeah, I like that. What if someone benefits because of the system that they're both in, if they oppress someone else? Would that be okay?
If they oppress someone else.
Yeah, for example, when a white person has a benefit if they exploit a black person, would that be okay?
Also no.
I like that, I like that. So do you think that discriminating others based on DNA traits that they are born with is okay?
I don't think so. It's something what we get when we were born. It's something in our minds. Probably television, politicians.
Yeah.
This is problem because they are talking shit talk.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get to
That's true.
there's mind.
And according to your values, do you think we should discriminate others because of the body that they are born in?
No.
No, I agree. I completely agree. So would you say that you are for or against slavery, oppression, discrimination? Is it good or bad?
It's a bad.
Very good. I agree. I completely agree. So now here comes a harder question.
Okay.
What about the other animals that we exploit? Should we exploit them and oppress them?
It's a tricky because I like eating meat.
I know. But
Uh,
should we exploit them just because they are weaker, they are not as intelligent, they don't have our DNA, they walk different, they talk different, they look different? Is it fair to discriminate them?
It's a hard question because
Is it?
yes, because this is a circle of life.
Mhm.
It's nature.
Okay.
Also, animals, it's animals, and we can say, at the top of.
Okay,
this
I get
circle.
it. A lot of people say that, but let me ask you this. Do you base your values of what other animals do? So, for example, when a lion rapes other lion, would you say a lion does it, therefore I can do it?
Uh, no,
Is that rational and reasonable?
Okay, no, this not.
Okay, then next question. If something is natural, does it automatically mean that it is good or ethical?
No, but we have we had very, oh my god. We are very smart,
Yeah.
and we almost know what is right or not.
Mm-hmm. So we should act morally because we can think about morals and make rational
Yes.
decisions, yes?
Yes.
So would it be rational to
and,
discriminate others because they are not as intelligent as you are? Is that a good justification to discriminate others because they're not as smart as you?
no, of course not.
Mm-hmm. I know it's a little bit of a brain fog right now, right?
Yes, because
And it's supposed to be, yes, of course. Because I want to show you one thing. I just want to show you one thing.
okay.
According to these questions that I
Yes.
asked you, you have the same values as I have, which means that your values, if you believe it or not, are vegan. The only thing that is different from us both
Mhm.
is that my actions align with my values
Mhm.
and your actions don't.
Okay. No.
Yeah. So how many more animals, how many more should be exploited, oppressed and discriminated for and because of you from now on? How many more? What do you wish for?
I don't know. It's very hard and tricky question.
It's actually a very easy and simple question. You don't like the answer to it because it would mean that you have to change.
Maybe. I don't know exactly what to say. All what I thinking in English.
Mhm.
If this talk will be in Polish, maybe I have more chance
Mhm.
to talk about my
Your position.
about my position.
Okay,
But
okay.
But I try.
Okay, it's fine. But what would you wish for? How many animals should be killed for you from now on? What would be a good number?
Good number.
When you can make a wish.
maybe 25% for now.
So
Less.
more than 0?
More than 0.
Yes. How can you justify that when you can stop exploiting them right now?
Oh, if you stop right now,
The number would be 0. If you stop exploiting animals, the number would be 0. Wouldn't that be great? It would align with your values at least.
oh, it will be hard because
And is it harder for you to
yeah,
change or for the animals?
for me no, it will be hard because
Yeah, but would it be harder for you to make a change in your lifestyle or for the animals to be decapitated for you?
probably for me stopping.
You think for you it's harder to go vegan?
No. Probably for me will god damn it.
It's fine, take your time.
For me it will be easier to stop.
Exactly. And
That would
exactly. And from their perspective, what would you wish you to do? What would you wish from their perspective? Would it be good to be exploited or not?
no.
Exactly. So your values are in the right place. I will give you a flyer so you have more information because of the language barrier, okay?
Okay.
Can you hold this for a second? And point it to me so I can talk? Thank you. I just want to put a spotlight on your values because we are the same from what we think and feel in our heart. You are not against animals. You are not for slavery and oppression, discrimination. That's bad things and you don't agree with that. The only thing is that at the moment you are still on the side of the oppressor from the animal's perspective, and I'm absolutely urging you to come to the side of the animals and to stop oppressing them because you can. Doesn't that sound reasonable?
Yes.
So it would align with your values then.
Maybe not.
Well, look it up and read for yourself and think, okay?
Okay.
And ask yourself what you want to, who you want to be, if you want to oppress animals or not.
Okay.
How old are you, may I ask?
27.
27. So you have oppressed and discriminated other animals for 27 years. You can stop right now, okay?
Okay.
That's all I can leave you with. On the back side, last thing on the back side, there's a QR code. Please scan that. It's one click away, no registration. It's a documentary. It's called Dominion. I'm urging you to watch it and to see for yourself. You support this when you are not vegan. Look and see if this aligns with your vegan values, because I can promise you it doesn't.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Have a wonderful
thank you.
vegan life then. Bye-bye. Der war nett. Seine Freundin ist gleich Escape, weg. Ja, okay. Ja, so, Chip und ich, wir machen jetzt Schluss und ich bin auf die Stats gespannt, weil hier heute sehr wenig Zuschauende waren und ich werde jetzt hier einfach mal den Livestream beenden. Auf jeden Fall vielen Dank, dass ihr alle da wart. Ich denke, die nächsten werden wieder ein bisschen voller sein. Und ich hoffe, dass meine Mods das alle gehört haben heute. Bitte lasst so viel wie möglich stehen und ich werde das nächste Mal wieder einstellen, dass es im deutschsprachigen Raum auch wieder gezeigt wird. Er sieht ja stylo aus, der hier gerade vorbeiläuft. Hallo. Ja, und ich glaube, es war wirklich meine Einstellung. Das hätte ich nicht machen sollen. Aber ist auch egal. Mein Gott, nicht jeder Stream kann perfekt sein. Auf jeden Fall vielen Dank, dass ihr alle eingeschaltet habt. Und Ja, bitte seid richtig laut vegan für die Tiere. Bester Podcast auf der Welt, richtig laut vegan. Am kommenden Sonntag gibt es eine neue Episode von uns, also schaltet gerne ein. Unsere Live-Premiere ist wie jeden ersten Sonntag im Monat um 10 Uhr auf YouTube, morgens natürlich. Und das heißt, da werde ich dann mit im Live-Chat sein in der Premiere. Das ist eine sehr emotionale Episode wieder, aber nicht so weinend emotional wie die davor, sondern anders emotional. Also gibt mir eine Menge zu sehen. Vielen lieben Dank, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt und ich freue mich schon auf den nächsten Livestream mit euch und ich fand die Gespräche heute sehr gut. Ich fand sie wirklich sehr gut und ich habe auch viel daraus mitgenommen aus dem Gespräch von gestern, was mich so getriggert hat. Umso entspannter war ich heute und das finde ich sehr gut. Man lernt ja auch nie aus als Aktivistin und es ist gar nicht so einfach, mit jedem Menschen zu reden, auch wenn die Leute wahnsinnig tierfeindliche Sachen sagen, so wie dieser plappernde Typ gerade, der irgendwie keinen halben geraden Satz rausbekommen hat und meint, doppelt so viel Fleisch und Milch und deswegen nehme ich so gut zu und bin so sportlich. Sorry, er sah halt auch aus wie so ein kleiner Zahnstocher, ne? Aber was weiß ich schon. Aber trotzdem keine gute Rechtfertigung, andere abzustechen, auch wenn wir es sein lassen können und Nährstoffe aus anderen Quellen beziehen können, wie zum Beispiel Pflanzen oder Algen oder Mineralien oder was auch immer. So, okay, ihr habt es gehört. Also bitte seid richtig laut vegan für die Tiere und vielen Dank, dass ihr hier wart und ja, wir sehen uns dann ganz bald wieder. Ich bin am kommenden Dienstag wieder auf Discord, mache da Live-Debatten. Also falls irgendjemand von euch Nicht-Veganern meint, eine verdammt gute Argumentationsreihe zu haben und mich argumentativ zu Boden stampfen könnte, ich bitte darum, kommt dann auf Discord und redet mit mir, weil, also ja, ich will einfach nur gute Gespräche haben und will mir endlich überzeugt werden, dass ich weiter Tiere ausbeuten kann. So, und ich warte darauf, dass mir das mal jemand irgendwie erklärt, warum nicht vegan sein okay ist. Bis jetzt habe ich da noch kein gutes Argument gehört, aber vielleicht habt ihr ja eins. Erklärt es mir, ich bin ganz gespannt. Und wünsche euch einen schönen veganen Tag. Vielen Dank. Bis dann.